We should now be actually live. Maybe. And
Yes, I see us.
I'm showing the...
We're live.
Yes, so I think I'm showing yours first. So it's up to you if you want to go first. But yours is what's on
I
the
always
screen.
go first.
Okay.
Should I go first and get out of the way?
If you want.
All right. Well, hi everyone in chat. How are you doing?
I've got a few viewers.
Today,
they're just like, give us our bills. How bad was the last hour with Basic, guys? Be honest. Like,
it got pretty bad. Yeah.
Is everybody okay?
Well, today I've got more white pills for you than Nancy Pelosi's dentist.
Okay. What have you?
I need to come up. I need to come up with an actual background.
Yeah, look.
Okay, so last week
I've got the thumbnails in the background because I'm being smart.
I didn't have time to plan ahead like this. I'm just going to blind everybody with the white pills.
Let me try and manually turn this up. Hopefully it won't start picking up more background noise if I'm... it is in yellow.
Is anybody else?
A little bit more.
Can everyone else hear us?
You're recovering?
All right. Recovering from the black pills, I'm sure.
Yeah, Basic does like his black pills, doesn't he? Is that better, Crow? Am I less quiet now?
Yeah, you sound okay to me. All right, okay.
Started with a full bottle of Jack's, pour empty.
Well, that's your 3/4. Well, 1/4 of the way there. 3/4 to go.
Hopefully the last 3/4 will be drank in celebration of all the white pills, rather than
you're gonna be having a good time. All right. So last week we did we had this feminism training video.
Yeah, I remember.
I was trying to think of what to do this week. I was thinking about doing revisiting the whole Sigma male thing. We could laugh at that cringe, but then I thought, no,
Don't know. Sigma
it's
males.
Sigma males are too cringy. Because
That's
the thing that reminded me was that I saw somebody they were talking about the whole Sigma male grind set thing, and then reminded me that like the Sigma male thing was like find any way to make physical contact with women because women like physical contact. And then he like rubbed their shoulders, and I'm like, that's where it comes from. That's that's why all the girls are getting annoyed. It's these fucking Sigma males
like don't.
going
How
around
about
rubbing people's shoulders like creeps.
like don't just randomly go and touch people unless unless you're
Yeah,
at least somewhat familiar with the person. Like
just
don't
be
just go
normal.
around touching people. It's weird.
Yeah. So anyway, I didn't do this because I thought it was too much cringe. I don't
I
want to do
need
it.
to chill.
So,
I forgot to chill, Monkey.
oh no, go
Sorry.
chill, go chill.
You can tell me.
I'll
Tell
try
me.
and just
No, no, you can
I'll
tell
try
me.
and just waffle until you finish chilling.
I'm listening. I'm listening. Besides, you've only got the white pills up at the moment, so I'm not missing anything visually.
Yeah. Well, the what I thought we'd do instead is we'd play a game.
Oh,
I want to know, as a woman, uh,
okay.
how good of a man you would be, because as we know now,
I would be
all
the
the
best man. What are you talking
as we know,
about?
you're soon going to be allowed to come into guys' toilets, and you're not allowed into guys' toilets until you learn urinal etiquette.
I don't want to.
Every guy knows urinal etiquette.
I
We need to
don't.
teach it to the woman so you know how to behave when you're in the men's bathroom, all right?
Okay.
So we have a game here. Let me know when you're let me know when you're finished shelling and we can
um, let's see. I
the
need to.
omega male, the genetic dead end. Yeah. I'm primed male, Deus vote, Deus vote. Yeah.
Where is me?
Definitely.
Where is my channel in the
Sigma is
server?
Sigma is beta with extra steps. Exactly. Yeah.
BO.
Oh, it's so cringy though. They're always like, and
I've
it's always the worst advice. It's like they get their advice from like, what's that website that teaches you how to do stuff? Like howto.com or something.
oh
And
for
they always have
God's
those
sake,
cringy.
really?
It's stuff like this. It's stuff like, uh, a Sigma male doesn't live in their mother's basement. It's like, yeah, go get a job, you fucking loser.
Okay. All right, I think I've chilled.
Okay, you finished?
I think so. It's fine.
All right. We've got 10
Look,
questions here. You have to get
you
them all right or
you
you're
know
banned
that
from the.
all I need to do is change my pronouns. I don't even need to like cut my hair or anything. Just be like, no, I are man now, and then I'm welcome
Yeah.
in the men's toilet. Don't know why I would want to go in there.
Yeah, I don't know why you'd want to be in a male toilet, but just in case you ever accidentally wander into one and you have your female penis ready,
What, like a
you have to know how
shiwi
to
or
behave.
something? Like one of
Yeah.
those shiwis.
Yeah, oh my God, those shiwis.
That's
Yeah, I
like
remember those.
the only time I seriously was like I kind of wish I had
I
one
see.
was at a festival. So like, you've never been to a
Mm.
festival, but I assume some people in
Oh
the chat
God, yeah.
have. And there are times at the festivals where you will literally spend your time going between standing in the queue for the bar and standing in the queue for the toilets. And so
Oh, you can buy them on Amazon.
a lot of the guys will just go and have a wee against the fence, which is
Yeah,
fine for
let's look
them.
at it.
Yeah.
You can
So
see my screen, yeah.
they'll go and have a wee against the fence. Well, I can't do that. So there are times when I'm at festivals where I'm like, I kind of wish I had a shiwi so I could just go
Yeah.
and wee against the fence with the
Who would
boys.
just do this? Who would just do this randomly? Like
But that would
what's it
be
with
something I would use
feminists and
at a
wanting to be men so
no.
badly?
That's
Who
something
wants
I
to be
would
men
use at a
so badly?
festival, like just so I didn't have to spend 2 hours
All right.
standing in the toilet queue. But like just as a random thing to have,
It is handy,
like
yeah.
no.
If you're in the middle of the woods or something, it's not too bad. All right, okay, anyway. So, question one, which urinal would you choose here? This is an easy one.
5. I don't like being near people.
That's pretty much exactly urinal etiquette. You get as far away from people as
I
possible.
mean, that's just
Glue.
general. Just stay away from other people, Even in the
Hmm.
ladies, if there's somebody in a cubicle, I will take the furthest away cubicle from that person just so I don't, run the risk of crossing paths with them.
That's pretty much how urinal etiquette works. Yeah, you stay away from people and you don't look. You look at the wall and you don't look anywhere else. You just stare at the wall. Otherwise, people are going to call you gay. All right. You got the first one correct. 1 of 10 correct. Well, this one's pretty much the same in
That's the same
reverse.
question. So,
Yeah,
1.
okay. Urinal 1, you got it. There we go. We'll get slightly harder ones, I'm sure. All right. What if somebody's in the middle? What do you do?
And you kick him until he moves.
No, this is not good etiquette. You never interrupt a man when he's peeing. You can't stop. Once it starts, you can't stop.
Just come in, kick him in the side of the head, and then be like, "This is mine, bitch."
Just get out of my way. I really need to pee. You can't hit me back. I'm late. Oh wait, no, I'm a man.
I don't know. You wait until he fucks off.
All right. Which one here? Somebody's in the middle.
I don't know. I guess 1 or 5 gives you the most space. Unless you really want to freak him out and make him leave sooner, then you try and get in 3 with him.
Yeah. Yeah, Billy Blog says, I hate when people start conversations at urinals. Yeah, this is also etiquette. You don't talk to each other. You don't fucking talk to each other. Every time some drunk asshole just turns around and starts like talking to me when I'm taking a piss, I'm like, will you shut the fuck up? You shut the fuck up. I got my dick in my hands. Jesus Christ.
I guess 1 or 5, unless you want to annoy them.
Yeah, 1 or 5. Wait, what? I clicked 1, didn't I?
Or did it say which ones do you use? Oh, it expected you to
which
press
ones?
both of them.
All right, I didn't realize it was
I'm not taking that fail because I did say both. Hang on, please.
Right,
Demons
okay,
tipped $5 to save for the Shiwi fund. You know, memes.
They were $4.99. Yeah, you can buy one now.
Next time I go to a festival, I might actually invest in a Shiwi because I tell you, standing in the queues for that long to use a fucking stinking portaloo, I think I would rather figure out a Shiwi in a fence.
How do you clean it though? Do you just have to walk around with this thing that you pissed on?
I don't know.
You'd have to take some water and clean it out or something.
Yeah, I guess you probably, people carry bottles of water around with them. You probably just kind of, pour some of your water on it or something.
Yeah, I guess. Just put it back in your bag soaked in piss. Horrible.
Yeah. Wipe it on the person next to you.
Exactly. All right, which one of these would you choose?
I guess 5.
Yeah, of course. We need to get some hard ones, some difficult ones. This is when you do start kicking people. Let's see. Yeah, see, here we go. This is when you start kicking people. So he use urinal 2, urinal 4. Pretend to wash your hands until one of the other urinals is free.
Oh wait, using a stall was an option? That should have been the answer to all of them. There wasn't a stall in the first 3 questions.
Fucking stall.
Stand with other people. Have a door between me and other people. Why was this not an option in the first 3? I'm not really a people person.
Which one do you choose?
Use a stall.
Yeah, you don't pretend to wash your hands because that's weird. Because then people are like, "What the hell is this guy doing? What the hell?" All right, I hate this quiz already. It says 1 singular.
Yeah,
I didn't come up with it. I actually when I originally found this, it was a BuzzFeed article, and I'm like, I'm not having fucking BuzzFeed on one of these streams. I think BuzzFeed had just ripped it off of this.
Well, that sounds like BuzzFeed. Yeah, Shiwis are real, John. John, they're a real thing that people use. But I think they're mostly it's for kind of camping and stuff.
Yeah, Jonathan Crow says, when we went drinking Based Ape, I had some random guy in the toilet swear at me because I didn't talk to him at the urinal. Yeah, so it's like when, especially in England as well, nobody else does this. It's only the English. We're just like, all right, man, how you doing? All right, you having a good night?
I guess
you having a good night, buddy? Like, shut the fuck up. Why won't you fucking talk to me, eh?
I tell you what, the weirdest one, and so I could understand this if it was in a supermarket, but this, context is this was in a nightclub, right? goes into
Hmm.
these toilets, and you know how sometimes women go in groups. So,
Yeah.
like, you know, I went to the toilet, and one of my friends was like, "I'm coming with you." I'm like, "Okay, then, fine." And we gets in there, and one of the stalls literally has two toilets in it. Like, it's one stall with two
What?
toilets, and I'm like, and she's like, should we just use that one? And I was like, me and you will never be that good of friends. Like,
Yeah.
like, no offense, but we will never be that close of friends. Like, and I could
Yeah.
understand if it was in a supermarket, like, you know, a kind of parent and toddler toilet, maybe, where somebody's taking
Yeah,
their
I guess.
child in.
But
But
not
this
in a
was a
nightclub though.
nightclub, and it was just like a double-sized stall that had two
Was it the
loos
only
in it.
stall?
No, there was like, you know, a bunch of normal stalls, and then this one on the end where I guess you would normally kind of maybe had a disabled one or something with a bit more space, but it had two toilets in it. And I'm just looking
You
at
know what
this
it's
in
for?
completely
I figured
baffled.
it out.
And I actually told Carl about this, and he's just looking at me like that. Why? And I'm like, don't ask me. Like,
I think I've figured it out. I think I know why. This is for the girls who sit down to pee and then suddenly realize they have to puke.
no, because they weren't close
Mm,
enough for that. They were just kind of
no.
like it was quite a big fucking stall, and like they weren't close enough that you could have sat on one and kind of leaned over the other. But they were contained in one stall, and it was just like, that's really
I
fucking
don't know.
weird.
Yeah. I've seen girls on nights out puke. It's like projectile vomit. Maybe it's just you can aim for the toilet on the other
It's
side.
really fucking weird. So yeah, you talk about this, like, it's apparently a common enough thing for girls to go in the same cubicle together that they've actually started, in at least some nightclubs, putting two toilets in the same cubicle. Because
Hmm.
it's just weird. You know, she's like, "Oh yeah, we just use this one." I'm like, "You're on your own in there, man." Like, we will never be that good of friends. Like,
Yeah.
I like to pee by myself.
All right, we're on question six. We're more than halfway through it. Let's get through this. Which of the following is not acceptable at the urinals? Keeping a polite distance from a stranger, staring at the phone while urinating, trying to keep the urinals clean after usage, staring forward while you're using the urinal,
Is
which is
not
not acceptable.
acceptable.
Yeah.
What does he mean by
I don't,
trying to
I don't
keep
even
them
know what this
clean
one is.
after the usage? Like,
Yeah, they flush themselves. You don't have to clean them. I guess that's probably the
I
one.
guess that one, like, you know, if you're wandering around with a cloth, like, people are gonna think you're weird.
Yeah. If somebody's on their phone, you don't care because you're ignoring them anyway. You're pretending they don't exist. So yeah, it
Yeah,
must be the third one.
I mean, I feel it must be the third one, unless they're gonna say the second one because they don't like it.
Yeah, that's what they what? No, this is okay. This
I
quiz
mean,
is totally off.
surely it's
It's
nobody's
completely fine to
business
stare at
if
your phone.
you're having a text conversation on your phone while you're pissing. Yeah, even
Yeah,
the
that's
chat's
like
like, you don't touch the urinals. That's just weird.
exactly. You don't touch urinal. You don't clean them. They clean themselves. All right.
uh,
In urinals, what can be really unethical? Playing
unethical
obnoxiously. Yeah, unethical. That's a weird word. Playing obnoxiously loud music, humming while using the restroom, washing hands quickly after using urinals, or pulling the pants all the way down while using the washroom. I'm just thinking of Butters from South Park.
um, I mean, I don't know. I'm
I
gonna
guess
go with
obnoxiously loud music is.
unethical. That's the word that's kind of tripping me up
Yeah,
here because we're talking about ethics.
yeah. And pulling your pants all the way down is disgusting because it's going to touch the floor. And there's pee all over the floor because
I
it's
mean, if we're
drunk men trying to
talking
pee.
actual ethics and they haven't misused the word, then you could, I guess, say like washing your hands quickly, because then you would be washing them properly, which some people might argue is unethical because you'd be spreading germs.
Hmm.
But that, I
Yeah, I thought
guess
it meant quickly, then yeah.
that's probably not what they're getting at. They probably just misused the word. So I don't know.
But then this is hard even for me. I don't know if I'm allowed to use the restroom anymore.
Let's go with
Even I don't
pulling
know the answers
pants
to
all
these
the way
ones.
down. I'm
Pulling,
guessing
yeah,
no one
that's
wants to look
pretty
at your
weird.
ass.
That's yeah. That one's just pretty weird. Um, where should you look at the urinals? Yeah, I've already given you the answer to this one.
Mm,
At the person next to you. Just stare at the person next to you, like
hi.
try and psych them out. Don't even say anything, just stare at them like
uh, I'm guessing straight ahead since we know they definitely don't want you to look at your phone.
yeah. You know, yeah. Exactly. You look straight ahead. Even if the wall is right there, you just look straight ahead. Straight ahead. If you make a mess, what's the best option? Leave immediately, try to cover it up with toilet paper and call it custodian. Call a custodian. Do anything, call a friend for help.
Uh,
If you make a mess, I guess
I
that
guess
means if you pee on the
if you
floor.
miss and pee on the floor.
Yeah. Which is not uncommon.
If you make a mess, what's the best option? Probably to
What's the
leave
best option?
immediately.
Delete. I mean, I've seen guys make a mess. They don't really seem to care. Like the bathroom seems to be the place where
So
you go to make a mess.
don't do anything then, I guess.
Could be.
Just own it. Just
Now
like
I'm questioning if I'm allowed in men's bathrooms. No. Try to cover up with toilet paper and call a custodian. Well, I mean that's the correct thing to do, I guess, if you're going to be that. I've never seen anybody actually do that.
somebody walks in, there's somebody
Yeah,
just
that's
placing
a
squares of
weird
toilet
quiz.
paper under the urinal. It's like, dude, what are you doing? I made a
All
mess.
right, we've got
I
one
need to
more.
speak to the manager. Excuse me, manager. I seem to have pissed on the floor.
I pissed all over the floor. Why? I don't know. Just we were having a competition to see who could stand the furthest back.
Okay.
All right. Which of the following, this is the last question, then we're done. Which of the following is unacceptable etiquette at the public urinals? Playing loud music, invading the personal space of strangers while using the urinals,
I guess that
having a
one.
small talk with people in the restroom, no spitting or throwing up in public restrooms.
Well, I'm
Honestly,
gonna
don't do any of
assume.
them.
Yeah, I'm gonna assume this is another multiple choice one that hasn't told you that you can pick more than one.
Hmm.
Cause
Only 33% of people got this correct.
yeah,
Right.
probably because you didn't tell them. Can you click on more than one? Will it let you?
I think. Oh no. God damn, no, I just submitted the answer. Okay, well,
Oh,
it turns out spitting or
is
throwing up. What?
acceptable. Oh, okay. I thought it was is
Oh, it isn't
unacceptable.
acceptable, all right. Yeah, spitting and throwing up. Maybe not spitting, but if you're throwing up, if you got to throw up, you got to throw up.
I
Nobody's
had the
going to blame you for
question
that.
backwards. I thought it was which is unacceptable.
Yeah, so did I. All right, anyway, moving on from that. I thought that would just be fun to do other than Sigma males. I had nothing else. I had nothing else. So I was like, okay, we'll do this.
So we've learned that Monkey is now banned from the male restroom. Monkey's
I
gonna have
think
to come and
so.
join us in the ladies.
We got 50 out of 100. We got 5 questions out of 10 wrong.
Gonna have to come and join
Oops.
us in the ladies.
Well, apparently not, because I don't know the etiquette in there either. Like,
Go in, you stall.
yeah, I'm assuming.
Wash
Yeah,
hands, leave.
yeah, have a chat about all your boyfriends.
Oh, I swear, like people who follow you to the bathroom make me want to kill them.
Oh God, yeah. This is
Like
why I
I had,
love that. Like, the male thing is you don't go to the bathroom at the same time. Otherwise,
yeah,
no matter how close you are, you can be like a really good friends, and then you can still be like, no, I need to wait until that person comes back from the bathroom until I go.
yeah. Like, it was like that girl who was like, "Oh, we'll just use that one," and I'm like, "Nah, no."
Yeah, yeah.
But
No, get the fuck out of my stall.
it's because I don't get the whole go in groups thing, and so I'll just kind of quietly get out and be like, I'm just gonna go for a wee, and then if I'm out with girls, and a lot of the time like I'm not that close of friends with the girls, they're like people who are mutuals or something, and they're like, oh, I'll come with you, and I'm like,
Hmm.
must you?
Yeah. So we've learned that whoever wrote this quiz really doesn't mind loud music. Like that, to be honest, you just don't do that anywhere. I fucking hate people that play loud music anywhere. Like nobody wants to listen to your fucking music. Buy some headphones. But it seems to be okay with this person.
Maybe.
And yeah, for some reason they really don't like other people using their phones, which is
Yeah,
bizarre
that's
because
weird.
None of your business.
Like, surely you'd rather they looked at their phone than were like, invading your
Yeah, just don't
space or
look at me.
something. Like
As long as you're not looking at me, I don't give a shit.
if your eyes are on the phone, your eyes are not on the other users of the restroom.
I guess I guess it's so that like, because I think the thing that people hate the most is like somebody checking out their cock. I think that's what makes people feel weird. So if you're looking at your phone, then you're kind of looking down, and you could be using it as like it could be some gay guy who wants to check out some penises, and he's kind of using his phone to be
Check out
like
the
as an
penises.
excuse to look down and to the side, like
I
he's holding, or
maybe.
or 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 maybe somebody thinks that they're trying to take pictures of your penis or something.
Yeah, maybe.
Because it would be
But
fun.
like,
It
that's
would
a
be fun to look down to the
camera.
side.
Like,
Yeah, like, you got a
why have
fucking
you?
camera on that thing.
Why have you got the camera app open? No, I'm just texting.
Yeah, yeah. I'm just texting my friend some pictures of your penis.
Maybe,
Yeah.
maybe
All
that's
right.
it.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I guess I can understand that one.
Maybe.
Okay. So on to the real white pills. So I found the first thing I found this week was a whole bunch of news headlines that just sounded ridiculous. So I put them all in my channel. I just bookmarked them all. So
Cool.
there's going to be some weird headlines we're going to go through. The
Okay.
first one: 7 TikTok dances you can do to save Roe v. Wade.
I remember this, and actually, I do remember. I think there was another headline where they were like admitting that they were kind of stupid for thinking this would work.
Yeah, it says underneath it, post Roe v. Wade decision update. This is a somber moment for us. We acknowledge that TikTok dances may not
That's
have
what
been
it
the
was.
greatest
Yeah.
tactic to get Scottish drafted. Yeah, they did apologize.
It's like we
Which I
tried dancing, and for some reason, didn't.
which for me makes it even funnier. It makes it even funnier for me because the one thing I love the most is watching the fucking cancerous left eat itself. Like the fact that everybody jumped on them, and it even says like, "Please also stop attacking us and our writers online." So they actually got some proper abuse for this.
Oh wow.
I also just noticed as well, they're doing happy dances in front of a coat hanger, which is a weird. That's a weird optics.
Yeah.
They're super happy about coat hanger
I mean,
abortions.
that just shows you like pro-abortion, not pro-choice, pro-abortion.
Hmm. But
That's
why
the
would you
only thing
celebrate
that.
having? Aren't coat hanger abortions really dangerous? That's the whole thing
I
they're
mean, I
complaining
would
about.
imagine so. It's not
Yeah.
something I've really looked into, but it sounds pretty dangerous.
Oh my God, the handmade stance. Oh God. It's important to understand that it is a leak of a draft. Okay, so I guess this is before it was officially announced.
Hmm.
It was leaked to us so we can make a change before it's actually passed into law. This means organizing. It means fighting Voldemort with every fighting Voldemort. Is this a
Read
teenager that wrote
another
this?
book.
God.
Fuck's
The
sake.
handmade stance. Okay. Bloody ass pussy. Um,
So, I don't know if I want you
should
to
I
click on
should I
that
click play? I don't know if I want to click play.
one. Click play. Let's see.
Uh, can't touch this body. Is that Anton Deck? Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
The gender reveal. The termination tango. That's very classy.
Hmm. Wow.
Yeah. But this
It's
happens
just
this happens every single time that something happens that the left don't like. I see this exact headline. 7 TikTok dances you can do to blank. It
yeah.
seems to just be like a copy paste article they do every single time
It probably
anything
is.
happens.
And it's just like, what are you doing? And it does show that they don't really understand what the thing was. Like, even as a foreigner, I know that all this does is take it out of the hands of like the federal level and put it to the state
Yeah.
level. And most of
Yeah,
these
it's
liberal lunatics that are upset about this, they live in states that will probably make it easier.
exactly, yeah.
So they're just angry that they can't impose their beliefs on other
I
people.
saw I saw somewhere like a meme and it was like somebody had taken like a picture of like one of the people that were freaking out, like had proper freakouts. And it was just said underneath it like something like the face you make when you can't kill a baby in somebody else's state where you don't even live.
Yeah. It's like, do you think that they're going to ban abortion in California anytime soon? No. They're probably
Yeah,
going to
yeah.
make it easier. They're probably going to make it more, like,
Although
older.
that would be a white pill. If even California banned abortion,
They won't. But it's
no,
like,
they
oh,
probably
well,
won't.
some, in Texas, okay, but you don't live in Texas, so what's your problem? Like, if
Yeah,
the women in Texas don't like the law in Texas, then now they can actually vote for somebody who will implement policies
yeah.
that they want. They couldn't do that at the federal level.
Are the handmaids even allowed to dance? I thought they were slaves or something. Slaves aren't allowed to dance.
I don't know.
Yeah. Anyway, I saw this and it's the exact same thing every single time. This seven TikTok dances. And what it feels like to me, that's what I was going to say. What it feels like is it feels like a really old boomer is trying to get the kids politically active.
Maybe.
You know when they invited all these like TikTok influencers to the White House for some reason to like to
Yeah, yeah,
spread a
yeah, yeah.
message about, oh yeah, for the Ukraine Russia-Ukraine war. And they started
Yeah.
like bringing all these influencers to the White House. This is what it feels like. It feels like they're just like, okay, we need to reach the kids. Uh, what do the kids like? The kids like
They're
TikTok. Let's do
dancing
something on
on
TikTok.
TikTok. It's like,
Yeah.
okay.
I think this is just a boomer trying to get the kids in on the action
It's just what.
and completely missing it.
I don't know. It's really weird. But also funny that they have to make themselves look so stupid.
Jamie Armstrong says, I believe the term is breeding cattle, not slave, or is it gestation pod? I have no idea. I didn't watch that TV show. I didn't read the book.
Yeah, I didn't watch it.
Uh,
But the way that
yeah,
they're going
but
on, they seem to think that, like, somebody is basically gonna, like, pin them down, inseminate
hmm
them, and then be like, no, you must just have baby after baby. And it's like, you're kind of being
yeah.
made to live with your own choices.
I'm completely convinced that this is some kind of weird 50 Shades of Grey type thing, where like all the women are like secretly, or like people who have like deep down rape fantasies but don't want to admit to it, are like, oh my God, some all the really wealthy, powerful men are going to have their way with me, and
We're
they're
gonna
going to
be
impregnate me,
forced into we're
and
gonna be
their wives are
forced
going to
into
hold
having
my
babies. And it's like,
yeah,
no. If you go
yeah,
out of your own free will, I mean, like, let's just take rape babies out of the equation for a minute, because, like, they wouldn't be
mm,
happy. If most laws make exception for rape. Most people
yeah,
are willing to make an exception for rape, but they're not willing to take that because they'll keep pushing and keep pushing. So it's
yeah,
not about the rape babies. So
yeah. I
if
think
you
I
go
put this on
out
my
and you whore around and you get pregnant because you didn't bother to use any form of contraception that was available,
hmm
and then you're like, "Oh, I'm pregnant," and someone's like, "Well, I'm sorry, we're not gonna
yeah.
take that out for you." Like, that's
This is the
you being
meme. This is the meme that I
forced.
found.
Yeah.
That's the meme that I found that yeah, completely sums it up. Engaging in consensual procreation activity gets pregnant. I have been enslaved. Yeah,
Yeah.
no, nobody enslaved you. You put the baby formula into yourself. Well,
Baby
someone else did
formula.
it, but you allowed it.
Yeah.
Yeah, the baby juice.
But it's like most people will make exceptions for rape because it's such a tiny, tiny percentage that it's like, okay,
Yeah, yeah. Like
if we give you
I think
that,
even the most
then
hardcore right-wing people.
it's like if we give you that and we give you, like, medical exceptions where, there's
Hmm
life in danger, or where, the child is either not viable or unlikely to survive
Yeah,
for any period of time outside of the womb, then, and we give you that, it's still, it's a couple percent at most. Like, being generous, that's a
hmm
couple percent. The other 98% are basically elective. So you'll be
yeah,
happy with that because those are the ones you keep throwing in our face, and they're like, no, 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 no. Like, because
yeah.
it's not about those, and they know it's not. It's about taking no
Here's
responsibility
here's
for
the
your
thing
own
though.
actions.
I did think about this one time though, because like my opinion has always been like, yes, if you were raped and you go to the police and you report the rape to the police, then you should be able to get like an exemption for the abortion ban because
Yeah, that would
you
be
have
my
been raped.
concern. That what
But
some of
yeah,
them
that's the
might do
thing.
is say that they were
The
raped.
very first thing, yeah, that's exactly what I was about to say. The very first thing that's going to happen is that the amount of fake rape claims are going to go through the roof.
Hmm.
Because if a girl only has to say, I was raped, and then she gets an exemption, there's
Yeah.
going to be so many girls to do that.
Yes.
Like,
You should have
yeah,
to. I mean, it's the same
but it's,
as people
it's not really a good
accusing
thing for
rape.
us men.
It's the same as people accusing rape on social media, though. Like,
Yeah,
my first
exactly, yeah.
question is always like, okay, what did the police say? Like, where's the police report?
Hmm.
Because surely you would go to the police. Like, even if you don't go at the time, and there is obviously an argument being made. Like, people
Yeah.
freak out once what's happen's over. They might want to go and like scrub themselves, or like I get all that. But
Hmm.
once everything has calmed down, you've spoken to a friend, like surely
Yeah, yeah.
at least at that point you're gonna go to the police. Now that makes it harder to prosecute, yes,
I
but
think
you're
I think we
still
should be
making a
quite,
police
yeah.
report.
Well, I think even we could be even harsher than that. Like the fact that you considered not doing that is means that you are complicit in the next rape. Because if that guy's going around raping people and you know that they're going around raping people and you don't alert the police, then if he rapes somebody else, that's your fault because you
Mm,
knew that it was going to happen. You knew about it. Um, I guess I mean that's for the case of serial rapists instead of just,
yeah.
maybe one time somebody does something stupid. But anyway, let's not talk about rape. It's white pills.
Yes, that's right. But still, like, it is funny to watch them shrieking because, like, it
Yeah,
is, for
has
the
been quite
most
funny.
part, like, for the vast majority, it's, you're making me take responsibility for my own actions. How dare you?
Hmm.
That's slavery. It's like, shut the fuck up.
Hmm. Yeah. All right. Moving on to the next one. Uh, find this one. A scary woman accidentally posts a naked selfie on eBay air fryer list. So somebody was uploading pictures to eBay,
Uh,
trying to sell their air fryer, whatever the hell that is.
um, I mean,
Um,
I don't really use eBay, but I'm gonna assume that, you can see what you're uploading.
yeah, apparently she uploaded it by accident, and yeah, it was taken down when what the hell is an air fryer?
Okay, first and foremost,
I don't know what that
like,
is.
did she not check it when she was uploading it? Like, I would think there'd be some kind of preview of the thing you're about to upload. But also, even if there isn't, and you uploaded the picture, did you not check the listing to make sure that
Apparently she didn't.
you check for typos or anything? At no point did you check this. And also,
It
you
even
dirty hoe, why are there nude pictures on your phone?
exactly. I'm just reading the article here. It says there are previously used and signs of wear.
Is that the picture of the fryer?
Yes. Then blushing sellers include nude selfies. I noticed them on eBay's list. I had 117,000 views and a maximum bid of 1,250. So they were actually bidding for her. It's a joke.
So they thought she was the appliance.
Yeah. I wasn't happy or thinking about money when I saw bids over 1,025, sorry, 1,250. I was just panicking. Yeah.
Oh dear.
So that woman was thoroughly embarrassed. But the thing is, when I was looking for this article, because I heard about it and then I went to Google it, it turns out that she's not the only person to have done this. Apparently, this is relatively common because I found
Why? Why have you got
there
nude
was at
pictures
least
on your phone?
there's at least one other one. This one's quite funny because it's clearly an accident. She didn't realize the mirror was there.
I mean, oh, yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
I guess that's more understandable. She just didn't know the picture, the mirror was there. But
yeah.
still,
So this is apparently something that happens often. Just women accidentally upload pictures of themselves naked. Even when you're taking pictures, put some clothes on just in case. Jesus Christ.
yeah. Like,
You're gonna
people don't
embarrass
always
yourself on the
realize
internet.
that there are reflective surfaces around
Yeah.
in the
You never
picture.
know where there's mirrors. I
I
did
mean,
this as
she
well.
should
Like I
know where
used,
there's mirrors in her own goddamn house, but still, like, that's clearly an accident. The other one's like, you had that nude picture on your phone. And it must have been in your recent pictures too, because assuming you just took a picture of the thing you were selling and then uploaded it, it was one of the first pictures.
yeah. In my old workplace, I was good friends with the girl. We became good friends eventually, but I didn't know her very well at this time. And I went downstairs for a cigarette. I was having a cigarette, and so were they. They were talking to each other. There was like a bunch of girls in the company, and then we all went back up together in the lift. And for some reason, one of them turned around and flashed one of her girlfriends as like a joke for like fun or something like this. And it wasn't for like 2 years. Where I don't know why it came up in conversation, but like we're talking about her boobs, and I was like, "Yeah, I've seen your boobs." And she was like, "When did you see my boobs?" I'm like, "Remember that time you flashed what's her name in the elevator?" She's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "You do realize the elevator's made of mirrors, right? Like there's mirrors all over this elevator. Like I saw everything." She was like, "What?" Yeah, don't flash people when there's mirrors around. That's funny. She was like, "When did you see my boobs?" I'm like, "When you pulled them out in the elevator." Like, but I was facing away from you. Like, there's a mirror. Yeah, she was thoroughly embarrassed. So be careful, ladies
Whoops.
and men too.
Whoops.
So yeah.
It's pretty
All
funny
right.
though.
Are you
Chat's not
ready
agreeing
for
that that's a
some?
white pill.
I thought it was funny, and I got to see some boobs. We can laugh at them at least. I find it funny.
I found it funny. The chat's like, this is not a white pill. This is better than
Yeah.
Monkey's normal white pills where he makes us sad.
Well, I have some other sad white pills as well. Like I realized that Basic and Disco are totally right. Like my idea of a white pill is very
You
strange.
have an
Um,
interesting idea of white pills, yes.
yeah. All right. Are you ready for some absolute insanity coming out of California? As always,
I mean, that's usual.
absolute clown state.
It's normal. Let's see then.
Judge rules that bees are legally fish.
Okay, how does he work that one out?
Apparently, a judge has ruled that a bee can legally be categorized as a type of fish. Stunned silence is the correct answer. Because, well, it turns out the reason this happened was because the Environmental Endangered Species Act or whatever it is,
Okay, but what's
um,
that got to do with
doesn't
fish? It's
doesn't
like a
doesn't
bee is
it
a bee. Well, it's an
doesn't cover
insect.
insects. Yeah,
Right, okay. So instead of, campaigning to get the law
yes,
to cover insects, they're just like, we'll just pretend a bee is a fish.
exactly. Yes, they've just well and truly stuffed that square peg into that round hole instead of just adding insects to the list.
Just,
Um,
what is wrong with people?
yeah. In this recent case, the state court had to decide whether bees counted as invertebrates under the state definition of fish.
I just, like, why don't you just include insects in the bill instead of pretending that they're fish? Because now you just sound
Hmm.
insane. Like, nobody would have
Yeah.
disagreed with you if you were like, hey, this bill should probably cover insects because we need bees and we could do with them not to go extinct. And everyone would go, yeah, that makes sense. Nobody's going to turn around and say, yeah, making bees fish makes sense.
Hmm. Where does it say it? I'm trying to find.
My brain.
It's just like, why
My
don't you just
fucking
add insects to
brain.
the list?
Yeah. Like that was the reasonable answer here. But no, let's just make bees into fish.
Yeah. So now we all have to pretend that bees are fish to get around the insane California law. Well, not us. Californians do.
I mean, wouldn't it be I don't know, well, I guess it wouldn't have been, but you could say that they were birds. At least, it would
Hmm.
be closer slightly. Like, bees don't go in the war. In fact, if you put bees in the war, they tend to do pretty badly.
Yeah. That's- Yeah, they're not even remotely close to each other.
Amphibious
This is
bees.
California being insane because California is insane.
California
Yeah,
needs to be
fish aren't
cancelled.
vertebrates either. Yeah.
Okay. Just
But I'm
just
trying to
add
think of,
insects to
yeah.
the bill.
It says, however, California's definition of fish includes at least one land-based invertebrate, the Trinity bristle snail. So there's a type
Snails?
of snail.
Snails are not fish either. Although you can get water snails, so I guess
Yeah, so
somewhat goes
apparently there's
there.
a type of snail that counts as a fish. Therefore, bees can be fish. That was the thinking here. It's like, oh, it doesn't need to live in the water. It's like, yeah, but it does
Um,
need to be remotely similar to a fish or some kind of aquatic life.
do not put bees in the water.
No. Yeah, well, actually, I'm allergic to bees, so you can do whatever the fuck you want with them.
Yeah, but we do
As
need
long as they're not
them.
stinging me.
We do need
No,
them,
I don't.
Monkey. We need the
No, I don't
bees.
want. I don't want.
We
I don't
need
want to
the
hear this vegan happy
bees.
bullshit.
We need the bees.
I,
We need
I
the
don't want to
bees.
hear this vegan happy bullshit. If we can
We
put a
need the
man on the
bees.
moon, we can pollinate our own flowers. All right. This
Okay. Well,
is.
you make a
You
start
don't
on
need them.
that, and once you're productive enough, then we can get rid of the bees.
Okay.
Okay.
Fine. Deal. If I learn how to pollinate flowers, which I'm
Mhm.
sure is going to be very, very easy,
Mhm.
I'll. Yeah.
Oh, now I'm just was it Black Mirror that had the bee drones in it? Because I'm just reminded of
Yeah.
those now, and
I
those
think
were
there was.
fucking terrifying because they're like crawling into
Yeah.
people's brains and stuff. Maybe
Yeah.
maybe we won't do that. Maybe we'll just keep the bees.
hmm Well, you can just surely just collect a bunch of pollen and then throw it into the air, and then whenever it lands, that's good enough.
I'm not quite sure that's how it works, Monkey.
No, I don't want to hear this vegan happy bullshit about how we
I
need
think
the
they land on
bees.
one
We need
flower
the
and
bees for
then
the
they
delicate
land like on
ecostructure.
another and they like cross pollinate them.
George disagrees. Bees are the bestest bumbly boys. Nah,
I like bumblebees, but those aren't the ones that cross pollinate, are they? I thought it was honeybees that did that. Oh,
I
that
don't
might
know.
be wrong.
I think they all do it, right?
Wasps don't kill the wasps,
No.
yes. Wasps are just
Yeah.
useless jerks.
The
I
thing,
remember
even
when I
like
was little, we
the
went on
wasps.
holiday
Well,
and I had a wasp. Well, I think it was a hornet, but close enough. We'd hired this convertible car and we're like driving around, and I think it was Gran Canaria, and this hornet landed on my leg, crawled up my shorts, and stung me on the arse. I was only like 10.
yeah, I had the exact same thing
It
happen.
was not a happy bunny.
Had that exact same thing.
My dad, bless his cotton socks, he stops the car, he gets out, because I like in the back, I just fucking screamed because I'd just been stung on the arse. He
hmm
stops the car, he gets out, and he fucking murdered the hell out of that wasp.
Yeah. Good dad.
Yes. So I'm like, it
Yeah.
just bit me!
Yeah, there we go. This is what we do, right? We get rid of the wasps, we get rid
Mm-mm.
of the bees,
Mm-mm.
and then we just breed butterflies because they do that as well, right? Butterflies.
I'm not sure.
We just because butterflies are cool. They're pretty. They're lovely. Yeah, but that's exactly what happened to me. This is how I found out that I was allergic to bee stings. One of them went up my shorts, stabbed me in the leg,
Ooh.
and then and yeah, and my leg swole up. It was crazy. I looked like
Mine
a
didn't. Like I had
yeah.
the wasp stung me on the arse, and then I had went on holiday again. I got stung by a bee, and this was absolutely the hotel's fault because they had put these stupid little mats. I think this was in Turkey. They put these
Mhm.
mats around the pool that had like pesticide on them, because they had like insect problems. But it was so
Yeah.
fast acting that the bees would land on it, drink the water off the mat, and then just instantly like fucking start dying. And so what they actually
Mm.
did was end up with all these bees that were dead or dying around the side of the pool. And so like first
Mhm.
day, I'm like walking around the fucking pool barefoot and stood on a bee. And I'm like, ah! I was like, get it off my fucking foot. And I like pulls my foot up, and the actual bee itself came like flying off my foot as I like kicked my foot up. And my mom's going, ah! This fucking bee came flying out. And I'm still like hopping on one foot. I'm like, get the fucking thing out of my fucking foot! As my poor dad had to come to the rescue again to remove the stinger from my foot.
Yeah.
But that sucked because I
Apparently,
actually got a bit of the stinger, like, it didn't come out my foot. And so a few days later, the stinger actually had to be dug out my foot.
Oh, that sounds horrible. Apparently there's blood drinking butterflies. What the hell is a blood drinking butterfly?
Vampire butterflies? Kill them. Burn them. Maybe we can Google
Yeah,
that
cool,
on
actually.
stream.
Yeah, actually, yeah. Oh my god, look at it.
Oh, it's got nasty little eyes.
I'm gonna Google that later. Yeah, it looks like a demon. The fuck?
Demon butterflies.
Like something out of a horror movie. A moth that sucks. I think it's a moth, not a butterfly.
Oh, AWL got covered in fire ants before. I hear that they are nasty. I hear that
Ooh,
fire ants are
covered in them.
really,
That's not good.
really nasty creatures. Fascinating, but
Yeah, that's
the...
it's so cute.
Seth wants to pet it. Based Disco's dad, yeah, my dad is the best.
Yeah.
You know, it's come to the rescue.
Anyway, so bees are now fish. So I don't know if we can kill them in California now. Honestly, I'm pro getting rid of all the insects. This way, Bill Gates can't feed them to us.
I don't understand the fish thing. Just add insects to it.
Yeah, just add insects to the list. It's insane.
Surely.
All right.
No.
Where was the?
No?
There was a. Yeah, under CESA, an endangered species can be a bird, a mammal, a fish, amphibian, reptile, or plant. Just add insect to the list. Just add insect to the. Don't call bees fish. You don't have to cram bees into that one category.
Yeah.
Ugh.
It's weird. It's weird. It's like, oh, we've
Yeah.
realized that the law didn't cover enough. Just add insects in there. Like nobody would have fought you on that change.
Mm-hmm. Here, does somebody know about this as well? Pride Parade returns to London as thousands celebrate fifth. I thought they just had a Pride.
Yeah,
It just ended like 2 days, like yesterday.
I don't understand
Are they
this
having another one already?
unless they didn't get the parade in time or something. I don't know, but like Pride finished, didn't it?
Yeah, and apparently they started a new one. It only took them a day.
It's Pride Month. It's Pride Month again.
Yeah, we'll do another Pride Month. It's going to be Pride Year. It's going to come true eventually. Okay. All right. Now down to our favorite horse-toothed politician down in New Zealand.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
That's Ardain. Guess what Ardain's doing to ease the inflation down in New Zealand?
Is she looking at hands out?
New Zealand hands out extra cash to fight inflation storms.
I hope it's her own cash. I mean, I heard that her net worth went through the roof during the pandemic, suspiciously enough.
Yeah.
Maybe it's her own cash she's handing out. Maybe.
Yeah, I hope so. I hope they're not just going to print money.
Arden Party says here in Canada they started calling it Pride season. Does that mean you can legally hunt them? And like, how does that work?
If they start doing that in the UK, I am buying a hunting costume and I'm just going to go around the parade shooting paintballs at people.
It's Pride season. I'm hunting prey.
I'm gay hunting. I'm hunting them homos.
Hey, I heard it was Pride season.
I'm going to get a badge that says the homo hunter. Just run about shooting people with paintballs. And they're all going to be the same color. It's not going to be a rainbow colored. They're all going to be red.
It's a joke, yeah. Susan. It's a joke.
Yes, sorry, it's a joke. It's a joke. We love our gays. Not like that, but
we're just having a word play over here. We just need to, make sure Susan's aware.
Hiding your kill. All right, yeah. So that's another ridiculous headline I came
Oh,
across. This is
I
where we're
know.
getting to the point where you're going to start questioning, are these really white pills?
Bleach
Uh,
Demons tip $2 to say trans endangered species things. Next on the next on the internal pride, Shiwi fund increased.
yeah.
Yeah, don't
Um,
add trans to the endangered species list. Don't label them fish.
no, trans people are technically fish. Then you can dress up as a fisherman. I can be a hunter, you'll be a fisherman. We'll just go around hunting them. Sorry, Susan. No,
We weren't gonna do that, Susan. We're joking.
no, we don't. We're just having fun. We're just having fun.
Okay, so where's she getting
Uh,
this money from? Because this is not. This doesn't really feel like a white pill. This feels like socialism.
yeah, just these were just in the series of ridiculous headlines I found. Um, yeah, I found that one. Apparently, obviously California is doing it as well. I saw in the Lotus Eaters. I was
Of
like,
course they
okay,
are.
so they're just going to start doing this. They're just going to keep printing money
Keep
and
printing
handing it
money.
out until everything collapses.
Yep. But maybe that's their goal. You know, it has to be at this point.
I had like it's like I love a good conspiracy theory, but I have to try and keep myself sane and be like, right, it's probably not that bad, right? But like it's getting harder and harder to convince myself that it's not a controlled demolition. Like it's getting harder and harder to
You're
convince
getting
myself
told
that they're
off in
not
the
doing
chat
this
again, by the
deliberately.
way. You're getting told
What?
off in the chat.
Gray pills.
White pills aren't supposed to just be funny. They're supposed to be uplifting and make you feel optimistic and hopeful. Yes, I'm optimistic that I don't live in New Zealand.
Yes, exactly. That's it. You have to. It's all about how you look at it. This is what I've been saying. We can laugh at horse face destroying her country
uh,
and just
yeah.
ignore the fact that that they're
Honestly,
destroying ours as
if
well.
you live in New Zealand, now is the time to leave before she locks you up again for the winter.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
Take
All
this
right,
opportunity and run. Like, what? Come on, monkey. Come on. White pill. You're gonna do it.
White Pill. I've got one for you, maybe. The Washington Post has some good advice for you.
Okay.
They've been doing some research. They've paid a lot of money for this research, and they have found out that healthy lifestyle may increase life expectancy, research suggests.
It's amazing. It's amazing
Health,
watching these people come to these conclusions.
like,
It's like
really,
the leftists
you
who've
needed
come
to
to the
study that, did
conclusion
you?
that if they don't have sex, they won't get pregnant.
Apparently, apparently, a lot of Washington Post readers out there need to know that a healthy lifestyle may increase your life expectancy.
They're like, wait,
Yeah.
not being a beached whale means I might be healthier?
This is what I was thinking when I found it. I was like, I wonder if this is them like trying to like tiptoe around the health at every size people, the kind of fat activist people. When they're like, oh, it's not us saying this. This research suggests that this might be the case.
That's fat
Um,
phobic. No. We gotta study. We gotta study.
no, 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 it's not us. It was some study.
How much money did they pour into this study
Yeah,
to
that was the
figure
other thing I
this
thought. I
out?
thought somebody's just wanting money from the government to do research, and they're like, I'll do research on the easiest thing I could possibly find.
It's like,
Yeah.
okay. Some people literally needed a study to tell them that if they had a healthy lifestyle, they would be healthier and therefore probably live longer. Like,
Yeah.
somebody actually needed that.
Mm-hmm. I can't scroll down because it's the Washington Post. But
Earl
yeah,
says
that's
they've come full circle. They've found common sense.
exactly.
I mean, if that's
Oh
how
God
they're gonna
damn.
get there, then let's just let them do it.
I always love the fat activist thing as well. It always reminds me of Leo's joke. You know, Leo's joke of the fat activists can't be very active. Maybe if they're more active, they'd stop being so fucking fat.
he's not he's not
There's no such
wrong.
thing as a fat activist. Yeah. The term fat and active are oxymorons.
He's not wrong.
Mhm. All right,
Yes,
going to Bloomberg now. To save democracy, we only need a few good dictators. Biden is wrong. People in developing nations want stability, efficiency, efficient government, and personal freedom. Personal freedoms. That's what you need a dictator for. Personal freedoms. More than the right to vote every 3 years. So people
Yeah.
don't want democracy, apparently. What they want is what they really want is a dictator. A few good dictators that are going to save save democracy.
I don't think you know what that word means, Robert.
I genuinely don't. What is it with everybody coming out with this? What is it that people think democracy means?
I
Like,
use
if
democracy.
we let people vote, it's going to ruin democracy.
Like, I use democracy and dictator synonymously.
The literal opposite. And you're going to get more personal freedoms. With a dictator, you get more personal freedoms. That's the way it always goes.
Earl says, is this the B?
Is this the B? This is Bloomberg UK.
They're like a...
This is the UK as well. Oh, Jesus Christ. This is a European version of Bloomberg. Ugh.
No.
So we need
And this is also not
anyway.
a white pill. It's funny, but it's not a white pill.
Yeah, this is the one that's probably not the white pill. There's another one after this. So I'll just get through it quickly because it's probably also not a white pill.
Although
I
they're
couldn't find the
amazing.
original article. I couldn't find the original article. This is a Fox News article. But apparently the Washington Post also posted an article that said that the elites need to have a bigger say in choosing the president.
I actually remember this article, and it was an older article as well. It was like 3 or 4 years old.
Yeah, I wasn't going to try and find an archive of it. Is it 3 or 4 years old? Really?
Yeah, it's actually an older article because I do remember finding it when it first kind of started circulating
This was
again.
published 2020.
This was.
All right, well, I just picked up on it. Yeah, this is 2020.
Yeah, because
Okay,
I
so this
found
was
the
a while
original
ago,
one.
but
And I guess
Yeah.
because it started circulating again, and they must have got a little bit of backlash for it that they've now changed the headline. Because
I
I
wanted to
do
go back
remember
and
this.
find an archive of it, but I didn't have time before we started streaming. I was just like, fuck it, I'll just use the Fox News one. So yeah, I said we need dictatorships. The elite need to be choosing the president.
Oh yeah,
we
I
can't
really,
risk
really
having
want
Donald
Bill
Trump.
Gates and all these lifetime politicians to have a bigger say in choosing who gets to be in charge.
Please just vote yourself money. Yeah, just whoever's going to do whatever is going to inflate your bank account big enough, that's who you put in charge. But yeah. All right, okay, we'll skip past these ones because they're not really white pills. They're just ridiculous headlines I found. The next one's quite funny. I think from here on out it should be okay.
Okay.
I think it's just memes and things that I found. This
me.
one is called Trump Predicts Biden's Failures. It's about 1:40 long, and it's quite funny because Trump predicted everything that happened under the Biden presidency. I'll play it for you, and you can just watch.
Okay.
Before I took office, there were a lot of folks out there making some pretty bold predictions.
Oh, it's really echoey for me. Do you hear the echo? Or
No, I don't think so. I didn't know it's anyway.
About how things would turn out. You might remember some of the predictions.
They're coming for your guns, they're coming for your jobs, and they're coming for your freedom. They hate American energy, and Joe Biden will shut it all down. He's going to.
That if I became president,
Biden's elected, he will wipe out your energy industry.
another prediction, that is my favorite one, I must add, is that if I got elected,
Gas prices going $5, $6, $7 for a gallon. Flood your communities with criminal aliens, drugs, and crime while they live behind beautiful gated compounds. They try to take away your
This is a
guns,
good
Second
edit.
Amendment, they want to take it away. While they enjoy private security that's fully armed.
I never understood that one.
You spent trillions of dollars rebuilding foreign nations, fighting foreign wars, and defending foreign borders.
So for all those predictions of doom and gloom 6 months in, here's where we stand.
You want to use the word recession or depression?
Think of the simple rule. Struggle to put food on the table each month.
You know, it's sad.
So if your primary concern right now is inflation,
We could stop it in 30 minutes.
when I took office,
He finally went outside. He went to get an ice cream.
look, the bottom line is this.
I say you're not doing a very good job. Because he can't take any questions now from the press.
Yeah, that actually reminds me of one of your edits.
Yeah,
I feel like
I'm
this
quite a
is
fan
the
of
kind
edits,
of
as you
thing
know.
that you would do.
Yeah. I was quite happy when I found it. I was like, this is a really, really good edit.
They're very good at it.
And it
And
did. It
it's
predicted
true.
everything. It
Like, yeah.
predicted inflation, predicted gas prices, predicted fighting foreign wars, predicted everything. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He nailed it. Everything that he said was going to happen happened
Yep.
within a year. So that was quite
Yeah,
funny.
the scariest
I
part
found it
about
quite funny.
Biden's presidency is we still got like what 3 years left.
Mm-hmm.
That's the worst
Yeah, I
part.
know, yeah.
Like he's
Yeah.
not even halfway yet.
No, he's not even halfway. I think didn't we talk about this last week as well? Like, there's no good outcome either, because even if he gets removed,
You got
it's
Harris.
going to be, yeah, it's going to be Kamala Harris, and then she might just put Clinton in there. And then if it's not her, then third in line is what's her
Pelosi.
name? Nancy Pelosi.
Oh God.
Yeah, like, there's no good outcome. Like we may as well just leave Joe there. Like I don't know what else. We're fucked. Like for the next 3 years, it's going to be hell. Oh God.
What do you mean, Earl, with we? I mean, yes, I don't live in America, but you think that we don't get like an echo of repercussions over here? Because we do.
That's the thing. Whatever America does, like people always say this to me, like, oh yeah, but that's happening in America. You always need to watch America closely because it's going to come here within a year. Even like the cultural stuff. As soon as like, the BLM riots, right? George Floyd died. There was BLM riots, and then everybody here was like, oh, we should have BLM riots. Like, why? Our police didn't kill anyone. Yeah, but they're doing it. Like we always copy America, like politically,
but not even just
culturally,
like copying in this like economically. If something's going on in America, it is gonna have a knock-on effect on most of the rest of the world.
The UK and the US are very closely tied together. Like you are. We like to call you our favorite son, our favorite child. Like of all the ones that we made. And Australia as well. Australia's quite nice. But of all the countries that came out of the British Empire...
Australia was like the naughty step, though, wasn't it?
Yeah, Australia's a naughty step. Get down there. Get out of our... We found a new island for you. It's covered in deadly things. Go sit on that for a while.
Should think about what you've done.
Yeah. We love Australians. I think like the Australians and the Scots, there must have been so many Scots that were sent to Australia.
Maybe.
I'm pretty sure the English are just like, right, Scottish. Because they're exactly like us. They swear way too much. They use the word cunt as an insult. There's so many similarities.
Sure.
Sorry, they use the word cunt as a compliment. I mean,
yeah,
and an insult.
And an insult.
Yeah. All right.
What else you got for me?
Right, we got a little girl here. Her dad's been very mean to her. This is some child abuse right here.
What's wrong? What?
Oh.
Are you serious? Daddy!
Emotional, damn it!
What's wrong?
I mean, on the one hand, it is incredibly cute. On the other
I thought
hand,
that was
like,
so cute.
on the other hand, the fact that she's that like knowledgeable on politics at that age is a bit of a shame. Like,
Well, I think it must just be that like they must just come from like a hardcore Republican family,
maybe,
and they're always like dissing the Democrats, so that the kid just thinks that a Democrat is a bad person.
maybe.
I can just imagine a dad being there, like just getting pissed off by the kid, just being like, "Oh, go away, you little Democrat."
Daddy called me a Democrat.
Yeah. I thought that was funny and cute.
She
Yeah.
said, "Daddy called me a Democrat." Oh.
Democrat. All right. I found another headline as well. A woman stabbed her husband for
That's not a
finding
white bill.
pictures. A woman, because she found photos which turned out to be her. It turned out to be a younger version of herself.
Did she know about the pictures, or was he like sneaky
Apparently-
taking them when she was younger, because that might explain why he got stabbed.
I'm not sure.
Like, if
Apparently, the wife thought that the man had pictured of another woman on his phone, but it turned out it was just her when she was younger.
fair enough, but like, if he had sneakily taken them without her knowing, then maybe it was deserved.
Okay, yeah, I could see that.
Like,
I thought that was quite. I thought it was
It
quite
is-
funny though.
it
'Cause
is
still, though,
funny, though.
could you really stab somebody over that? Like, I could see you. I could see you stabbing someone. If you're especially psycho, I could see you stabbing somebody because you just found out that your husband's cheating on you or something like that. So I thought
still,
that must be what she
still
thinks.
stabbing though. It's just like, just leave him. Just leave him if he's.
Yeah, it's still very psycho.
I mean, assuming it is pictures of another person, or he did take them behind your back when you didn't know he was taking them. Like, if you were asleep and he's taking fucking pictures of you, that might be a bit weird. But like,
Basic says, "How the hell is this a white pill?" Because it's funny. It's hilarious. She thought it was another woman. It turned out to be her. That's funny. Come on. No. Do you agree? Is this a white pill?
I don't think this is really a white pill.
No, right. Oh, fine. Okay. You're so hard to please, a lot of you.
But now
This
I'm
was just
feeling
a
the
really
pressure
basic-
though, that like people are gonna say mine are not white pills.
Yeah, we're gonna see how white pill you are. This was just a kind of a based rant that I found. Just some guy ranting.
Okay.
I'll just play.
I'm not anti-gay. I'm not anti-transgender. I'm not anti any of these things. What I am anti is propagating your worldview on other people's children. If you're gay and you can't have kids, why do you now believe it's your right to go to other people's kids and tell them how to think? If you've decided that the type of sex you want to have will prevent you from procreating, that's your decision, right? You've decided that having sex with women isn't worth it for you. You don't want to have children. You want to have sex with men. Fine, your decision, and you're entitled to it. That does not give you the entitlement to go to other people's families who did decide to have children and raise them and try and program their children. Leave the kids alone. You can be as transgender as you like. Don't come talk to my kid about it. That's my child. I will program my child with my worldviews. I raise them. I pay for them. They're my kid. They're not your kid. And they're not the government's kid.
I mean, I can't argue with the man.
I mean, that has some serious daddist levels. I think Carl would like that one.
Yeah, I can't argue with that. Like, they're his kids.
It's just so true. It's like, yeah, leave the kids alone.
But that does,
Leave other people's kids out of this.
that is
You-
kind
you
of
go
what
do what you want.
these alphabet people do, though. Like, their only way of expanding their numbers is recruitment.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, they could just let that happen naturally, that those like small percentage who are gay or do have gender dysphoria will naturally come out as time goes on, but they're not going to increase numbers that way, so they have to go recruiting.
Yeah. AWL asks, what the hell is that accent? I think it's an English accent, but it's weird because it kind of looks like he lives in Nevada or something.
Don't know, I'm not really one to talk about accents. My accent's broken.
Yeah, he looks like someone from Miami. But I think he's English. Someone's just like, who is this? Andrew Tate, apparently his name is. He's on TikTok. Look that up later.
Never heard of him. But Based?
Yeah, am I boring you? Are you yawning?
No, just tired. I've been poorly this week.
All right, I got a few more and then it's your turn. This one is... Let me get full screen first. This one, you don't really need to listen to it, but
Up here
just watch.
is part of this broader story. These are the 4 witnesses we heard from today. Gabe Sterling, Brad Raffensperger, and Rusty Bowers.
You know what's
All of them
coming, right?
describing the pressure
Is
they
he
were
trying
facing.
naughty
In
faces?
previous hearings, we've heard from others who were on the receiving end of pressure,
gonna
including
draw
someone that
naughty
was mentioned
faces.
officially
Yeah,
today.
there it is.
The former U.S. attorney for the Northern District of Georgia, who resigned when he was unable to substantiate the allegations
Yeah.
of fraud against Shamos.
Amanda, penis on the news.
Nobody think about that before they aired it. He's just like, here's penis that I drew.
I like to think, like, part of me wants to think that it's completely by accident, and the other part of me is like, I hope he knows what he's doing. Like, I hope this was just him being like, I'm going to draw a penis and get away with it.
Probably not. Probably not.
Yeah.
So that's like, ha ha ha, penis.
This was another one I found. I think this little girl has been imitating her mother. Show you. Oh no, it's on our brain.
Yeah. Yeah, I think
Just walks over to her mother, sniffs her butt, and goes, "Ah, poop."
she's just imitating the adults then. Aw,
Exactly.
that's cute.
And I have one last one for you here. Here's a Tinder profile. This is Spencer, 24. They, them. Fuck colonialism and fuck cops. 420. Mentally unstable and MBs to the front, please. Yeah. This just summed this up for me as well. Like you read the first the first two at least, and you're like, yep, mentally unstable, and then yep, he just comes out with it. That's pretty much who you're dealing with there.
Wow. Yeah, I think I'm on a hard pass on that one.
What's an MB? I think I have no
It's
idea.
non-binary, isn't it? Is it just like a cutesy way of saying NB, non-binary?
Yeah, I think
It's
that's
a
what it
cutesy
is.
way of saying it.
Yeah. Yeah. They're people pretending like they don't have a binary.
Yeah, no, thank you.
Yeah.
No, thank you.
So yeah, that's all I have for you this week.
Okay.
That's the end of my somewhat white pills.
And I guess we will switch to mine. So, if you remember the kitten one the other day, of the kitten with the iPad. Well,
Right.
my mom had been watching the episode, and apparently her puppy does the same thing. And she's like, it's not just a cat thing, because I had said, oh, you can get a dog to do this. So she's taking a video.
From your mum.
This is a submission from my mom of
Oh.
the doggy.
Thank you, Disco's mum.
I got any sound of the doggy. This is her puppy.
Oh.
My boy. Mine, not yours, in prison. He's a boy, he's 16. He hasn't done anything wrong. Milo, please, you have to tell the police. They're the same age.
She has got background noise on there, but
Yeah.
I don't know what she's watching. But yeah, this is the puppy
That's adorable.
playing
Oh,
with.
what kind of dog is it?
It's some kind of poodle cross, I think. I don't know. I've never actually met it because she got it this year, but it's still a baby as far as I know. And yes, it's playing with her iPad, and it seems to be doing a fairly good job at getting them.
Yeah.
Like,
This is crazy. I always thought that like dogs and cats couldn't see monitors. Like for some reason, I just thought that they couldn't. Like their eyes were different from ours, and they couldn't see what was on TV because my cats never seemed to react to anything that's on the screen. When I had cats, they never reacted to anything.
I've seen
Only
them
noises
reacting. Like, funnily enough, like one of my exes used to really, really like football, and one of the cats used to think that the football was like really interesting because they could see the ball on the screen, and so they climb up and they stand in front of the TV and they go to like hit the ball on the screen while he's like, for fuck's sake, can't see the fucking telly.
Yeah. No, I assumed they couldn't, but I think it might have just been like cats' jealousy, like because I spend so much time looking at the computer, they're like, I'm not going to look at it.
Yeah, let me quickly just swap my screens over so that I can have that over there.
This was a good start actually. I expected you to start off with something else.
Oh?
Yeah,
Huh, interesting. I don't know what else she expected me to start off with. That's
I'm not going to remind you of it.
Now I found this one. Some more animals. So, Scottish wildcats are, I think they're endangered now. And most of the ones that kind of are out there are probably hybrids because they can breed with domestic cats. But, yeah, new kittens born to Saving Wildcats project. And so they're actually breeding some Scottish wildcats in captivity with a look to releasing them back into the wild.
Oh, that's nice.
So they're hopefully going to save this species of Scottish wildcat from extinction.
Oh, nice. I didn't know they were extinct. Or not almost extinct.
Because the cat that I recently lost, Leo, I had suspicions that he had some wildcat in him. Because he kind of matched the look and he matched a lot of the temperament. And it's not that uncommon for the cats to go out and actually get a hybrid with Scottish wildcats. So yeah, it's really nice to see that they're trying to save this species, and apparently they're it's successful so far. And look how cute they are.
Yeah, they are cute. Look at the little faces. Look at this little face.
Little face. There's more pictures. I guess that's the enclosure they're breeding them in. Oh
yeah.
I
didn't even really know that they were like allowed to be wildcats in Scotland. Like I thought they had to have like a home or be taken to a.
No, I mean there actually is a distinct species of cat, called the Scottish wildcat that
Right.
is native to Scotland, and so it's nice to see that they're actually. There's a video.
Oh, look at it jump! Look at it jump! Aww.
I know this. They're gonna autoplay onto another video. I know they will. Oh. Squeak.
I love watching cats carry their young. They're just like, come here. Arr.
So yeah, like this
Walk
is
around with them.
honestly this is great because I mean yeah, you see here like Scottish wildcats are functionally extinct, so it's really nice to see that the breeding program is successful and they might actually be able to bring this species back. Because I think I might be wrong on this, but I think because of domestic cats, they were breeding with domestic cats. And so instead of breeding with their own species, occasionally they were getting bred with domestic cats and making hybrids instead of propagating their own species, and as a result their numbers were going down. So yeah, it's really nice to see that we're actually managing to slowly bring them back.
That is nice.
So that's a white-billed monkey. This is what a white-billed looks like.
That is a white-billed, yeah. Me and Disco were talking before we started streaming. Like one of these days, we're just gonna have to do like a complete animal stream. Just white-pilled, just animals.
Animal white-pilled. Yes.
Animal
so there's that
white-pills.
one. I don't even remember what order I had these in. Okay, so we got another Scottish one.
All right.
Which I just thought was really funny. I don't want to say it anyway. I just thought this was really funny because like I'm not entirely sure who Steve Carroll is, but he seems to be a famous actor guy, and he had.
Is he not the guy from The Office?
I think
Steve
so.
Carell?
Yeah. Like I'm not very good at like knowing who actors are, but I believe he's an actor, and so he apparently had been given some iron brew, and he called it haggis soda. And then
Haggis soda.
Then Iron Brew, instead of being like, you know, most brands now are like, haha, rainbow logo, brand beliefs thing. No, Iron Brew are like, we're in for the meme. So
yes.
They changed their name on Twitter to Haggis Soda for the day.
This is why all good meme lords come from Scotland. You got Iron Brew here. You got Justice Dankula.
Yeah.
You know, Based Ape is #1 and the Lotus Eaters still. I'm not accepting Cooper's
Speaking
Cooper's
of,
assertions.
I need to show them that.
Oh no, I did remind you of it. Damn it.
That is on the list.
That's the one I thought you were going to start with.
It's on the list. I will add it.
Okay.
It's on the list. In fact, yes, this one.
Well, that's good. At least I'm not doing crappy crap. Haggis soda. That's what I'm going to call it from now on as well. Haggis soda.
Okay. So, yeah, haggis soda. I just love the fact that they leaned into the meme, because you see so many brands nowadays that just want to do the political thing, and like brand believes whatever the current in political thing is, and Iron Brew is still there, just like, nah, we're gonna show
just memeing.
we're just memeing over here.
Yeah. The star of The Office said, "I like how it lingers on my tongue. I can't believe that I'm talking about it like a wine connoisseur." And he likes it better than Mountain Dew. I don't think I've ever had Mountain Dew, actually. I know they sell it here now, but
I think I've had it once and I wasn't overly impressed, but yeah.
I need to try it out. It's one of those things you always hear about in movies from America. People talk about Mountain Dew.
So yeah,
but I had no idea what it was. They sell it here now, but it must be like recent.
Yeah, it just made me laugh. That Iron Brew is just out there memeing. Alright, what do we have next?
It does taste phenomenal.
Okay, so there's this one. Now,
yeah.
Have you seen this?
I saw this a few years ago, I think. Yeah.
So it's a fairly long video, but
it's an oldie but a goldie.
Basically, it tells you in the video, but this kid is like, every day he's on this guy's driveway, and this guy has to take drastic action to deal with the situation. Oh, let's not have the music, thank you. I don't want to get struck. But I assume the chat can read the thing. So yeah, the owner decided to take action, because look, there's a little boy just cycling around his driveway every day, just in there cycling.
Aww.
And it's kind of set up as well to make you think like he's gonna like put up a fence or gate or something like that. But no, he makes a racetrack out of chalk, which is fucking adorable. So the kid has something to ride his bike around.
The kid didn't even notice it first. He was just gonna cycle right past.
And then the kid's like, oh, okay, cool, this is fun, and cycles around it. Which is adorable.
Aww.
And then like, no.
Aww.
And then he goes out there. Oh, is he talking now?
If I could appreciate this, I was able to get like a nice little.
He's not playing music at the moment.
Also taking some of Keith's advice, I used up more of the driveway. We have the back straight, assuming that the 3-year-old can read, and slow, and then we turn, and then eyes up, because he's not looking, and down. Another little rumble, and then for the win. Ching ching, winner winner chicken dinner. So yeah, I don't know who's having more fun with this, him or me.
Oh, let's go with the music again. And yeah, so like every day he's just like making new tracks and stuff.
That's so sweet. What a good man. What a good man.
So instead of like putting up a gate or a fence or something and being like, no, like, get off my fucking lawn, he's just like, I'm gonna make a racetrack for the kid.
To the camera.
That's a different kid this time. I show just different people. Both kids and adults seem to enjoy the course.
Aww.
So yeah, I thought that was really wholesome. Not everybody's trying to be mean and indoctrinate the kids.
Yeah.
Some people are just being wholesome.
That's a nice white pill. That's good.
Yes.
Yeah, you're much better at finding these white pills than I am. You're like, let's do something cute with animals and kids. I'm like, oh my god, look, we're gonna have dictators.
Okay, so there's this one. Now,
Uh-huh.
some people
okay.
may disagree with me a little bit on this being a white pill, so I'm gonna prefix it with, like, I enjoy watching her dig a deeper and deeper hole.
Oh, God.
It's a white pill to see her still, like,
It is starting
people,
to get painful, though. It's like,
people are finding
woman, just shut up.
more things. So this is actually an older one.
Mm-hmm.
And so 2012, she was at, I guess it was some kind of charity thing, and she had been asked to speak and retell the tale of a girl who wanted to commit suicide or tried to commit suicide, and how some counselors had actually helped her. And first of all, she calls the thing a script. Like, she doesn't see it as, like, anything more than a script she's supposed to read as an actor.
Just an extension of her acting, yeah.
And then the way she behaves is absolutely horrendous. So yeah, let's have a listen.
You know, they sent me a script in the email today, and they did not send his speech. I wish they had, or else I'd have prepared. So I'm sorry if I stumble through my bit, but...
Yeah, so she's like, they didn't send me his script. So he had obviously just told a different a story or a related story. And she's like, oh, they didn't send me his lines for the script. It's like, this is not an act. This is not a TV show. Like, you're telling somebody's story, somebody's actual story. Like, she just...
Sorry, there's sirens.
Eh?
Sorry, there's sirens going about outside. I don't know if it's
No, I didn't hear
coming
it.
through the microphone.
Didn't hear it. Just you sounding confused. So yeah, she, like, straight away, she's just like, she thinks it's a script. She thinks this is just like a movie scene or something.
Yeah.
I wasn't prepared to hear that. Gwen, a 15-year-old from Massachusetts, called the Trevor Lifeline on August 10th, needing someone to listen. She explained to the counselor that both of her birth parents were drug addicts and that she was taken away from them when she was just 10 years old. Her current family, very conservative Christians, eventually adopted her. When her adopted father screened her recently visited websites online, he found that she had visited the Trevor space, and he confronted her. Gwen then admitted to her parents that she was a lesbian.
You can tell the way she's speaking it as well. Like, she thinks this is a script. There's no emotion in here. Like, this is pre-practice. Like, and I can understand you needing to learn what was in the story so that you can tell it without kind of reading and whatnot. But it's read in a way that she just doesn't seem to care. There's no emotion in her voice.
Is this very, like, empathetic voice she has, which you can tell she's acting. She's like, she called the hotline. She was 22 years old.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
But it gets worse.
They didn't respond that well. And at that time, she called the Lifeline. They were threatening to send her at that moment to reparative therapy to fix her. Gwen knew it wasn't that simple. She'd been bullied in school, but the administration ignored it and did nothing.
Like, again, just the pacing of it there. She'd been bullied in school, but the administration, like, there's just, there's no, it's just read as a script. A badly acted one at that.
To help her, telling her that it happens to everyone.
It's worse.
The counselors stayed present with Gwen on the phone, empathizing with her and reminding her how special she was, how smart she was to have called in the first place. When Gwen said that she felt like a freak, the counselor told her that her feelings were completely normal and that there was nothing wrong with her at all. After being given the chance to share her experiences, Gwen offered the counselor her heart.
Again, like, just that error there was her to spare her experiences, to share her experiences, and, like, didn't even kind of acknowledge the mistake. Just like it's scripted.
Heartfelt thanks.
What's this?
Thank you. I so needed that. Thank you so much. Jennifer, I see
Oh,
you.
God, that
You
was-
planned that. The counselor, I'm so sorry. The counselor offered her heartfelt. Gwen offered her, the counselor, her heartfelt
Yeah,
thanks.
and then just straight back to the script. Yeah.
Yep. So that's all we need to watch of that, like, because then she just goes back to the script. But like,
Yeah, she looks like she's casting right now. She looks like she's sat in some office reading a script for casting.
yeah, where she's just like, she can't seem to tell that she's in the middle of telling someone's story that was about to commit suicide, and she's just like,
Yeah.
you planned for your phone to go off.
thank you. I need
Thank
it.
you. It's like, oh my
How
god.
hard the story is on me. Yeah. God, I'm completely convinced that this woman is like psychopathic. Like, she just has no. There's nothing firing emotionally.
Billy Vlogs, that is Amber Heard. In 2012. So I just love the fact that people are kind of digging up more of her fucking.
Yeah, I'm not surprised at all.
Sociopathic ways
I'm
over
completely
here.
convinced that this woman does not have. She does not have the ability to have emotions. She's acting out what she thinks emotions are supposed to be.
Oh, but
It is very, very clear.
I think she does have emotions, like, given, how
I've never seen her
crazy.
express one.
No, not in the context of the courtroom. Like, I understand that. But, like, when you heard her on the videos, like, she sounded like her emotions had gone out of fucking control. Like, she's angry in those, like, and whatnot. But I don't think she has any ability to empathize. And I think that's probably what let her down when she was lying on the stand. Because
I mean, that could just
she
be her
was trying...
narcissism, though. Like, yeah, people who are narcissistic, they have these kind of, what they call narcissistic injuries. Yeah, like when someone harms their narcissism, they snap at them. Like, they really, really snap.
Maybe.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just thought that was funny. Like, that people were still kind of finding her making a fucking fool of herself.
Yeah, I'm sure there's no shortage of it out there.
Alright, so I like this one. Just because Kai's having the time of his life.
Yeah, come on, Disco, that wasn't a white pill.
This is a white pill. And this
It's
cat.
very white, yeah.
This Kai's having the time of its life. There's not much more to say on this one, other than that Cat thinks the fucking Christmas has come early over here.
Yeah. Why is that cow just leaking milk? Are they supposed to do that?
I have no idea. But Cat is having the time of his life.
Yeah, and the cats are having a great time. He's just sitting here, just like, I don't care, just let it fall on my face.
Guys, like, this cow leaking is the best thing to happen today.
Leaking,
So,
only cats.
This was just one of the things that just tickled me.
That's a good one.
Yep.
I love how they just don't care. They just like stick their face in it. And just like,
Yeah, this is great. Right, so this is a bit of a white pill. So I don't know if you remember the Halifax coming out last week or earlier this week, where they were like, all of our staff will now have their pronouns on their name tags, and then they had basically told, I think Callum covered it last week, where they were like, customers who weren't happy about it and had said so on Twitter were basically told by the company, well, you're free to close your account if you don't like it. Well, that's what people did.
Yeah.
That is precisely what people did. They closed exodus of customers after social media management told them to leave if they don't like staff sharing pronouns.
Yeah.
You get what you fucking deserve.
I saw this. This is, I mean, like, of course people are going to close their accounts. Like, people need to understand that Twitter is not real life. We need to get this message out there, like, loud and clear. Twitter is not real life, right? Like 2% of people that are on Twitter.
Yep.
And like 50% of them don't agree with this crap either. It's just people, virtue signaling and pageantry and all this stuff. But
Like,
it's
you love to see it though. Like, they thought they were over here virtue signaling. The social media manager was probably like, ha, I sure fucking told them. I told them to close their account. What are they gonna fucking do about it? And then just customers started going in, and they were apparently citing this as the reason.
Yeah.
Yeah, Halifax customers are closing their accounts en masse today after the social media team told them to leave if they don't like the new pronoun badges for staff.
Mm-hmm.
What is being branded one of the biggest PR disasters in British business history. Like, you love to fucking see it. And, like, yes, chat,
I love to see
this
it.
is a white pill. Because, like, generally people are not behind this ideology. Like, it feels like you're being bombarded with it all the time when you spend a lot of time online like we do. You know, especially in my job, because even my offline is bombarded with online stuff, because this is the stuff that we cover. And so, like, it's really, really easy to get blackballed. But the general public, the average Joes, like, they're not for this stuff.
No, not at all. I mean, if you actually went around the country and asked how popular pronouns were, it would be like 5% maybe. 5%. And they would only be saying it because they think that everybody else, because they're in this like Twitter, what's it called, like tunnel vision.
And it's easy to get in that as well. It's very easy to get in that.
I wanted to do this whole thing about like how Twitter creates this kind of like Solomon Asch effect. Do you know the Solomon Asch trials or whatever they were? Not trials, experiments.
No.
Basically, it was like back in the 70s or something. There were these like researchers who could prove that they could get the vast majority of people to agree to things that were very, very clearly wrong if they made everybody around them say it.
Yeah, I've
so like
seen
if everybody
similar
gave the wrong answer.
I've seen similar experiments, probably not that one exactly, but I don't know if you ever watched the I sent you Vsauce's Minefield, and I know you said you were interested in the time. I don't know if you remembered to watch it, but it's got a lot of experiments like that in it, and it's very interesting to see, like,
I think I did watch it,
how people will just like either go along with things or like
exactly, yeah. And this is what Twitter does, because it enforces the left-wing narrative. People go on Twitter and they think, oh shit, everybody else thinks this, and I'm the only one who thinks that, you know, men can't be women.
Yeah.
So they'll just say it because that's human nature. They'll just say it because they think that everybody else is saying it.
Like, I can see that as well, because there are times where, you know, you feel like everything you're bombarded with is just the opposite of what makes logical sense to you. You know, and occasionally you're just like, am I the crazy one here? Like,
no.
Am I the crazy one here? Am I the one who's seeing this stuff and coming to the wrong conclusion? And then, you know, you have another think about it and you're like, no, it's definitely them. But because you're so bombarded with it constantly, and they do present it as like everybody believes this except for those really bad Nazis over there. Like, you do occasionally question it. And, you know, I think that's maybe what makes you human as well, because, like, nobody can think that they're right all the time. Like, if you just unquestioning your beliefs, then you don't know if they're standing up to logic.
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean. Like, I also, because I follow the Lotus Eaters really closely. I follow all you guys. I'm constantly in this bubble of like seeing lefties be absolutely insane. I have to remind myself, like, okay, people don't live like this, right? Like, people won't.
Well, some people do. Some people do.
Like, yeah, but the vast majority of but like the vast majority of people just like, because you rarely, very, very rarely actually see wokeism in the real world, right? If
I saw some
forced by a corporation or something.
I saw some real life ones last week.
Oh yeah, tell them about this. Yeah,
it was so fucking weird. So like, I had one of the sample T-shirts on that we got when we set up the merch. Like, they'd sent us some sample prints of some of our old designs, and one of the old designs was like, never bend the knee, it says on it. And so I just thrown that on. I hadn't even fucking thought about it because I was just going to the shop, which is like 5 minutes down the road. Puts this T-shirt on, gets out the car, goes into the shop, and there's some like older teenage boys in there that I had to kind of walk past to go and get the stuff. And then I was just ignoring them because I don't interact with anybody when I'm out. Like, I barely want to interact with the person behind the till, never mind any of the customers. And they'd obviously seen this t-shirt, and I think they've been trying to get my attention, but again, like, I don't interact with anyone. And then when I went out, they were fucking kneeling on the floor with a fucking fist in the air, going, Black Lives Matter, Black Lives Matter. And I'm like,
oh my god.
Like, because I'm just looking at them, like, you don't normally see people like this in the wild.
Yeah,
so
that's what I'm thinking.
I'm a bit baffled. And I'm like, are they trying to embarrass me or themselves? Because I'm embarrassed for them.
You think back to all the stupid stuff you thought when you were a teenager, though. But that's something that this is teenagers, right? I mean, all this woke crap. I mean, ultimately it came from Tumblr, right? And Tumblr was like 13-year-old girls giving each other eating disorders and stuff. Like, like most of this, we shouldn't be listening to teenagers. We shouldn't be making laws about this based on some crap that ex-Tumblrites came up with.
Yeah, well, it just leaves me thinking, like, you know, they must have got this probably from, you know, the football. I would guess that, you know, they see their football legends taking a knee before the game. You know, I'm sure the England team have done it. There's probably some, like, local teams and stuff that have done it too. Like, I would imagine that's probably where lads that age are getting it from. Which is kind of terrifying and sad.
In my mind, I'm imagining... In my mind, I'm imagining like a bunch of emo kids.
I
don't watch football.
I didn't even have that close a look. Like, I was just kind of feeling a bit of secondhand embarrassment for them as I kind of like... them, like...
I hope you just walked over them, by the way. I hope you just like literally just walked right over them. It's like, whatever.
Look, I'm not tall enough to like literally step over them, but I just like walked through them and I'm just like, get in my car. Like, I don't know who they're trying to embarrass because I'm getting some secondhand embarrassment, I guess. But no.
But you know that meme where it's like the protesters are all lying down in the mall, and then there's just like some blonde woman with a coffee just walking straight over them.
Oh yeah,
yeah, that's what I would do.
I absolutely would have done that for sure. But yeah, I just kind of found myself being like, "What are you doing?" that's weird. Don't do that.
Billy Blogs asks, have you ever seen a hornet? A hornet? Are you sure you're live? I think we talked about that like an hour ago.
Yeah, I had a hornet sting me on the arse. We talked about this an hour ago, Billy.
Stung up the nose. How are we back to talking about insects?
I don't know. Is Billy like an hour behind us, or I'm not? Maybe. I don't know. But yes.
The only people I'd kneel for is my girlfriend and the Queen. No, I don't even kneel for your girlfriend. Fucking simp. Get up.
Yeah,
the Queen? Yes. Okay.
It was weird though.
Yeah.
Just weird. And I'm like...
Anyway, so I love seeing... It's definitely a white pill, because I love seeing these people get what they deserve. Like, let's do something really woke. And it was just somebody pointing out that, like the name Gemma already implies that they're females, so you don't need...
Yeah. And the social media manager decided to be rude to them.
Mm-hmm.
And was like, oh, just close your account if you don't like it. And that is precisely what people did. And you love to fucking see it. And apparently this is the reason. I'm trying to find it. Customers reply to the bank of pathetic virtue signaling and alienating many customers.
Yes.
Yeah. You're welcome to close your account.
This is I think I put out like a pissed off tweet about this a few days ago where I was like, we need to stop letting them get away with using the word inclusion, because it's anything but inclusion. Like, if you're excluding everybody who's not you, or when you're saying, oh, this one person has to feel comfortable in a changing room, but it's okay if everybody else feels uncomfortable, then no, you're prioritizing that person. And you're excluding everybody else.
But on top of that, like, why the fuck do I need to know what the cashier at the bank's pronouns are? Like, I'm sorry, you're there to work the fucking computer at the cash desk. Like, that's what you are to me.
You don't even use pronouns when you're talking to...
Like, I'm sorry if that offends you, but you're there to make the computer work at the cash desk. Like that's what you're there doing.
I mean, you don't even use pronouns when you talk to somebody. You use pronouns when you talk to somebody else about someone.
Yeah.
You don't. I don't talk to you and say she and her when I'm talking to you. When I'm talking to somebody else, I'll talk about disco. I'll say she and her.
It's so stupid.
Oh God. Yeah, I'm glad they got a kick up the ass.
Yeah, my wife and I have followed this advice, partly due to Halifax's current virtue signaling, but mostly due to the eagerness of Andy M to lose customers. Mortgages moved, credit cards have been cancelled, deposit account closed, had been with you since the 90s. Nice work.
Who's Andy M?
The social media manager who told them to close their account.
Oh, right. I wondered how they knew his name. But okay. Yeah.
So yeah.
This is the thing. I mean, like.
I mean, I'm not a fan of Halifax anyway. Because they did royally screw up my an account of mine like a few years ago, like royally screwed things up, and so like I had already vowed to never bank with them again, but this is just sweet to watch this. And in related news, if you remember this guy who used to be the face of Halifax, he's come out against them too.
Even your mascots are not on your side.
Even their mascot is like, no, stop it.
Yeah, for people outside the UK, every Halifax, I don't think they do it anymore, but it used to be that every single Halifax advert had this guy in it.
Yeah, but he was the face of the brand for a long time.
Yeah.
Like
I bet their marketing company the department got a real kick up the ass.
I bet their social media manager got fucking fired for this.
Yeah, I hope so, man. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. These people, they're extremely woke. The people who are paid to do nothing but sit on Twitter all day and make the company look nice. They're always woke. They're always.
So yeah, in response to they're just retelling yeah, the bank's attitude towards customers is disgraceful. Like he's on the side of the customers that are closing their accounts. So yeah,
good for him. Howard Jones, good man.
Based Howard.
Based Howard. Let's get some Based Howards in the chat.
Based Howard over here. So yeah, that seems to be the entire story with him, that he's just on the side of the people who are leaving over this.
Nice. Good. Glad to see.
What else we got? Now this was one I think Prime Night tagged me with. He didn't submit in the channel, but he tagged me with it. And yeah, it's kind of a bittersweet white pill, because he did save 2 kids, but unfortunately he passed away doing it.
Aww.
So he's a little hero. There was a speeding car, and he got them out of the way. This old chap here. But unfortunately,
that is sad. But,
unfortunately, in doing so, he took the blow of the car instead.
Oh, that's sad.
So we need.
It's good that you managed to save the kids, though.
We need some Fs for him, but I still think it's a white pill, because nowadays we don't see quite so much of like the older generation putting themselves out of the way for the younger generation, and it just
I think the older generation do. I think it's the newer generation.
Well, that's what I mean. Like adults,
that are like
sacrificing their own stuff for children. Yeah. We're not seeing this so much in the modern age, but like he probably didn't think twice. At 88 years old, like he's of that generation where he would be sacrificing things for his kids, for his grandkids, or somebody else's grandkids, I guess, in this situation. Yeah. And he probably didn't think twice about jumping in front of a car to save 2 children.
Yeah, and some fucking asshole speeding down the road outside of school.
There's that.
Yeah, almost killed 2 kids, ended up killing an old man. Salutes to the guy.
Salutes to the guy, yes. An
Salutes to the
honourable
guy.
man. Give him some salutes in the
Good
chat.
man. Yeah.
But yeah,
Good
it's
man,
a
he's
little bit
great.
of a bittersweet white pill because, yeah, he didn't survive the act, but he did. He will be a hero. He will forever be a hero.
Yes, for sure. Uncle Bob. Oh, that's nice.
Oh.
Well, I mean, not nice, but
Yeah.
okay.
It's a
Hold on.
sad one.
It's
Sad
time
but
for me
sweet.
to go grab a. It's time for me to go grab a beer. You talk to the chat for 5 minutes. Not 5 minutes. 10
5
seconds.
minutes? How long does it take you to go get a beer, monkey?
10
How
seconds.
far away
I
is
mean,
you?
10 seconds.
You're going to the shop, aren't you? Stupid monkey. A great man has left this rotten world. Yeah. Yeah. Salutes. I'm gonna put it. Can I put a salute in here? Or is this gonna let me? Yeah, it is. This is the right chat. There we go. But yeah, we don't see so much of this anymore.
Yeah.
You know, now we lock the kids up to save the adults. And you know, it shows you that the elderly, they don't want the kids to save them. They want to save the kids.
Yeah. That's me. Like even the older generation during the whole COVID lockdowns and stuff, they were like, "What are you doing? Don't
Yeah.
sacrifice the kids
All
to
right,
save
give me
me."
a second. I actually need to pee, so now you can entertain the chat. That's what you got.
All right, chat.
That's what you got.
Monkey, go pee. No, I don't need to pee. I just need a beer. I got some beer. Got some nice. Well, there's no such thing as nice American beer, but it's beer. That's nice enough. I really miss German beer. I need to try and see if I can find some here. Cheeky piss, yeah. Well, this is I think I've told you before, but there's a rule on my server that Disco has to alert everyone when she goes to pee, because I'm fairly certain she doesn't pee. I talk to her all the time. She never goes to pee, and I'm fairly sure she's not human. But she's away peeing now. I bet she's doing something else. She's going to get a snack. German beer is the best beer. There are some good American beers. What's a good American beer? Like you always think of like Budweiser, or I think it's Coors I've got. Yeah, Coors. Budweiser and Coors. They're kind of just, yeah, generic. Beck's. Beck's is Danish, isn't it? Pretty sure Beck's is Danish.
Alright, I'm back.
It's also horrible. The Germans. Hi, welcome back.
What are you talking to the chat about beer? Is that what you're doing?
Yeah, Brauerei Beck. Oh, it's German. It's from Bremen. Yeah. So Beck's is a German beer, but it's a disgusting German beer. People in Berlin drink it all the time. I don't know why. It's disgusting. It's like, for all the beers you could have like a Munich beer, and it's amazing. But they drink Beck's. It's like, why would you drink Beck's?
I
Don't understand.
never really could get a taste for beer. I tried when I was younger, but I never really could get a taste for it.
Yeah, Weiss beer. Yeah, Weiss beer is really dangerous because I can't remember what it's made of, but it's made of like in a certain way that when you drink it, like usually with beer, when you finish drinking it, you can tell how drunk you are.
Yeah.
But Weiss beer continues to like in your stomach.
Yeah, I could see how
And
that'd be dangerous.
you get progressively drunker over time, so you can never really tell how drunk you are when you're drinking it,
So you
or how
can't
drunk you're
stop
going
when
to
you
be.
start to get
Exactly. Well, when you stop, you just continue getting drunker, and you wake up with a horrible hangover. I can't drink Weiss beer.
Yeah, I would avoid
Whole
that.
Garden is good.
I would avoid that. Right, so that was a sad one, but I think it was still a white pill. Let's go to that. Now, what was this one? Ah, yes. So now we're on.
You know what? Actually, sorry. Before you go on, Germans call beer pills. There's a type of beer called pills. So if you get like a white pills, we could have white pills. White beer.
Okay, send me some.
Sorry. Okay. Never mind.
Send me some
Continue.
then. Okay, so
That was funny to me and only me.
I think we're now on to the community submissions.
Nice.
Yes. So this is just a guy walking his emu. Like, it's literally a guy walking his emu.
Hey? What the fuck? You're walking a fucking ostrich, you daft cunt. It's an emu! Let's have a look at her.
It's a fucking emu, man.
She's a beauty, isn't she?
It's in a he.
Oh, is it?
His name's Waters.
You're fucked up, you,
He's
mate.
an asshole.
You're fucked up, you, mate.
Fuck off.
That's brilliant. That is so stereotypically English. I mean, not the emu thing, but just the way they talk to each other. Like, oi, what you doing, you stupid cunt? You got an emu. It's not an emu. It's a. Oh no, you got an ostrich. It's not an ostrich. It's an emu. For fuck's sake.
He's a beaut. No, he's not. He's a fucking arsehole. So yeah, like that was one of the ones I was sent, and it made me chuckle.
Oh my god, that's the most English thing I've seen today.
Yeah. Okay, this one's fucking hilarious. This was another community submission, and
All right.
just watch. Just watch. And they thought they were being stealthy.
Can you pause it right on the? Right. Pause it when it. Yeah, look. The cheeky smile on his face.
So she thinks she's like, nobody's gonna know. Nobody's gonna know. And she's like peeing around the corner like nobody's watching. Go away with it. Got away with it.
I wonder if he spotted the camera. That's.
And this guy's just like, and then out he comes.
Cheeky look on his face.
He's like, yeah.
He's like, yep.
Yep, that was me. So yeah.
The other thing is, you know, it's the girl's idea to try and be stealthy. If it was up to the guy, he'd be walking out of there like a champion with best straight in the air. I did it! I did it!
I mean, he may as well have been.
Mm-hmm.
This guy's face as well just kind of makes he's like,
Yeah, he's like,
I don't know what they feed up to. So yeah, it's pretty funny. What do we have next? Oh, the white pills again. This is another submission. All I have is a screenshot. But Alien synopsis from a Hong Kong bootleg DVD needs to be in a museum and guarded as a cultural treasure. Spaceship people get up from sleeping coffin and have eat. Computer woman finds strange noisings on planet and astronauts go to seeing. Astronauts find big elephant man who dead then to find too many egg. Astronaut is possessed by egg demon and new egg demon is come when eat bad noodle. 7 friends and cat all try to find egg demon before spaceship go home, but it's hard working. Who will life to escape? Who is bad milk blood robot? Scream not working because space make deaf.
Oh, all right. Please tell me this is a real film. This has to be a real film,
well,
right?
Alien is a real film, but I think this is, I guess,
right.
a really bad
Oh my god.
a really bad translation of them. Like
I didn't even get that it was. I didn't even get that it was about Alien, the film Alien. I thought it was just an alien film.
No, Alien the film.
At first I thought zombies. Spaceship people get up from sleeping coffin and have eat. I was like, oh, it's a zombie film. Like, computer woman finds strange. What?
I guess this is just like a really, really bad translation.
Face make deaf.
So yeah, it made me laugh. That was another submission for this week.
That is great.
Oh, this is the
Voice
one
change
where I was
for
like,
once.
I'm not entirely sure this is a white bill, but it does look
Mhm.
pretty cool. And I think we'll just turn
Right.
it down a bit. So it's almost kind of like, I guess, 3D printing car parts.
Hmm.
Which is cool. I'm not sure it's a white bill, but it looks cool.
That's pretty cool. I guess if you're into engineering and robotics and
But yeah, it looks pretty cool.
that's pretty cool actually, yeah. I mean, we're gonna have to find new jobs for all the people who work in factories, but maybe that's a good thing.
Maybe. I do think things like this are kind of cool, though.
Yeah.
Billy Vlog says, so we can print guns now? Well, yeah, it does kind of seem like 3D printing out of metal, so...
Yeah, I mean, you can already print guns, right? They're called, what they called? I don't know, they have a name because they're, like, untraceable, and anybody can just make one.
I'm not
like
sure.
dart guns or something. What's it called? This community should know.
Maybe.
They do have a name. Ghost guns, that's it. Ghost guns.
But I guess this will
Because
bring down
you can
the
never tell if
price of
somebody
these
has one.
things.
Yeah. And it's also like factories are quite dangerous places, so I guess this makes it a bit safer if there's no humans involved. I used to work in a factory as well. It was horrible. Worst job I've ever had.
Oh,
Well,
really?
maybe not, but yeah, I used to work in a glass bottle factory,
Oh, that doesn't
which was
sound much
awesome because
fun.
it meant, yeah. When the good part about the job was I got to smash bottles all day. Like literally, I could just smash bottles anytime I wanted. You could just go over and pick one off the line and smash it on the ground. Nobody would care.
Fair
Yeah.
enough.
Actually, what I was doing for a long time was quality control. So like, I would sit there. This is the reason that it was so bad because the bottles would go by on a conveyor belt, and there'd be like a bright light behind it, and you're basically just looking for like cracks and bubbles and things like this. And if you find one with a crack, if you find one that are cracked and bubbled and stuff, you just
can't
take
use
it off.
Smash it.
And there's like you have like a chute that leads to a conveyor belt. You just smash it in the chute. So yeah, my job was just smashing bottles all day. The bad part about it is it's really super hypnotic when you see like this constant like bottles going by with a bright light behind it. It makes you fall asleep. Like it's impossible to stay awake, and you'll lose your job if
you
anybody
fall
catches you sleeping.
Yeah.
But everybody who worked in the factory would look out for each other because they knew how hard it was to stay awake because it would just send you to sleep.
Wow.
So like literally, if you caught somebody sleeping, you would just pick a bottle up off the line, throw it at them. You just smash it at the wall near them, like at the wall behind them or something, just to like wake them up.
Wow.
Yeah, it was good, but like it was always really stressful. Plus, you worked like 12-hour shifts. It was either 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. or 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. And the
Yeah.
factory's really hot because like hot glass and stuff.
I remember
it was a
12-hour
horrible
shifts.
environment.
I remember not liking 12-hour shifts.
Yeah, it was horrible. But it was fun to smash glass. There you go. There's a story about me.
Alright, it's another community submission. You're right about them liking the animal videos.
Yeah, they like animals. We're gonna have to do like an animal stream one time.
Yeah,
Just
so-
find the cutest.
Now we have hamster. I'm probably gonna get copyright for this.
Yeah, just try and speak over the music so we don't get copyrighted.
Yeah, so the music stopped because he got out. But yeah, like these little hamsters, like they run so quick.
Yeah, they do.
And they do, like I used to have a pet hedgehog, and one of the things you don't realize about hedgehogs is they actually run about, I think it's something like 16 miles a night.
Really?
And so I had this hedgehog, and he had one of the bigger like rat wheels, so it was a bigger like running wheel, and he loved it, like absolutely loved it. So as soon as I turned the light out, you just hear.
Well, I used to have hamsters as well, and yeah, hamsters are either completely still or moving at a million miles an hour. There's no like in between. It's either 0 to 100, like instantly. So yeah,
Well, the
they love
hedgehog
stuff
didn't,
like this.
but he would run, and I think in the span of his life they live about 4 years. I probably bought him like 4 or 5 wheels because he would actually run so fast and so much on them that he would wear the plastic, because you've got like, you know, the plastic comes there and then you've got the thing around it that like attaches to it. He'd actually wear that down and it would just like almost be kind of sawing through it until it snap off. I was like, all right, we'll get another wheel, and then he just run until he cut that one off too. But yeah, they run really, really quick.
Yeah. Oh, that was nice though. That's funny. Yeah, hamsters are crazy.
And we got the tiger, which is a big friendly kitty. It's a bit blurry, I think. He's a brave man, you know. I wouldn't piss my cats off like this. Never mind.
No.
Never mind the tiger.
Oh no, is he cutting the teeth?
I think the cat had a broken tooth in there. I'm just taking the broken one out. It's like, oi! I'm unhappy with you.
Probably needs to chew on now. But...
He's totally chill with it though. The cat's totally chill with him. Like, yeah, he's just...
Yeah, that guy's got some balls.
He's just over there like, yep, the tiger's just having a little bit of a chew on my arm and stuff. He's utterly unconcerned. Yeah, you're right. Like, he's giving no shits that the tiger is chewing on his arm. No,
I think it's probably the way to deal with them, right? Because if you freak out, they probably sense the fear and then like attack. But if you're just like, yeah, whatever.
In the people who actually deal with animals like this, because animal psychology is actually one of the things that I'm really interested in, and of the people who like work with big cats or like interact with big cats like this, they don't go near them if they're feeling unwell. You know how you see people who they'll go into an enclosure with a pack of tigers or something, people are like, oh my god, they're fucking crazy. Like, they will not step foot in that enclosure if they're under the weather or if they don't feel well or if they're just not even feeling their best that day, because that is when they would get attacked. Because they have to go in there as like the alpha. They have to be the alpha of the pack. And that's how they maintain that order. And if they go in there and they're unwell or they're feeling under the weather, and the next sort of strongest one senses the weakness,
this is my time.
That's when they'll get attacked. That's when they'll try and kind of overthrow them.
Makes sense.
Right, monkey.
No, anyway, so I've also had some community submissions.
Do you?
Uh-huh.
So you want to do the community submissions first, and then I'll show my surprise?
Oh, I don't know what you're talking about. What surprise are you talking about?
I'll just show you then.
Fine. Get it over with. Get it over with.
Shall I show yours first so that we have the context, the one that you did?
Oops. Yeah, sure. Okay. Oops, sorry, my monitor just fell off the desk.
So I think this...
Canomancer.
Oops. Thank you for starting already. Okay, so this was your video comment to the lowest ears where you had been challenged.
Well,
tell us.
people started getting all uppity about how they were the king troll over the Lotus Eaters.
Yeah.
I mean, Cooper isn't a troll at all. He just has a brand he spams and advertises and shills. Harry isn't a troll.
I hadn't noticed. What's his brand?
He's just cringe.
I hadn't noticed. What's his brand?
cscooper.gay.com.au.
Oh, that one.
So So yeah, I thought I'd put them in their place because that rightfully belongs to me. I earned that, and
did.
this was my video submission calling them out.
Canomancer, stop trolling Callum. He's mine.
Mr. Cooper, Callum isn't yours to troll. Everyone is mine to troll.
Excuse me? My name is Based Ape. I'm joined today by Jonathan Crowe. Today we're going to be talking about Harry's small penis.
Tony D and Little Joan with another legend of Ottawa. Night and day, the honking continues.
Oh, I forgot, no!
People
I
hate
love
themselves.
Based Ape.
It's gay, and I don't want to talk about it. Oh, for goodness sake, who put that on the... Daisy! Quickly, quickly,
I remember that.
Okay, man, I'm going to take this off and go over there.
What do you mean? Mother...
Please put our sidearm back where he belongs.
No, it's gross and weird.
No.
Go next one.
Hey, TF, do you want to do a collab?
That's horrible.
Watching.
Big thanks to Jonathan Crowe, and the Crow is a whore. That guy really is a whore. He'll do anything for money.
Get on my level, cunts.
Alright, so this was Based Ape's submission for why he is the biggest troll. And I decided to put forward my counter argument as to why he's the biggest cringe. So this is my
So, yeah, Disco was helping me find all the clips I had to find. And she was going through every submission that I've ever put into the Lotus Eaters, and she's decided to put together a cringe compilation of all my worst moments.
So yeah, as I was like sending them to you, and then I was like, oh, I've just found this video comment. I've just found this video comment. And you're like, stop now. Stop.
No, don't need those ones.
They're getting cringe. Stop now. This is cringe. And I'm like,
Come on, I wasn't always this based, all right? It took me a while to build up to it, learn how to get my feet.
I present my counter argument to the trolling argument.
Canomancer, stop. He's mine.
Mr. Cooper, Callum isn't yours to cringe. Everyone is mine to cringe.
Excuse me? I'm just going to be known as the guy who sells dildos.
Schindler's List.
That was a great dad joke. Can I get an oryx?
Why?
Oh yeah, but...
Whoa, weirdo!
I think we need to do that bit again, wait. Hello, and welcome to the podcast of the Lotus Eaters for the 3rd of April 2005.
The closest thing you've got to sanity is imitating apes.
It's gay, and I don't want to talk about it.
Go suck a chimp dick, Susan, you censorious bitch. Yeah, my cat froze, I remember this.
Yeah, I remember that.
Get on my level, cunts. But it turns out Vicky and Michael have a bad allergy to
cringe.
But that's not going to stop me. So yeah, I think I owe the community an apology. But I've been having a lot of fun making them, so I'm going to keep making them and keep sending them in until you tell me to stop.
What counter argument?
Okay, come on, if that was the worst cringe you could dig up on me. I was expecting much worse. I was like going through in my mind, like, oh god, what have I submitted before?
The cat can detect cringe.
Base was always cringe. What? No.
So yeah, I might have to submit that as my own video comment.
Yeah, Jonathan Crow's getting it hard as well. No, listen, there's no need to do this.
I might, because, you know, I have a gold account.
I'm in the middle of a meme war here. Are you helping me or are you hindering me? I'm in the middle of a meme war. You can't take out my my infantry like this.
Should we tell the chat what we're planning for our meme war, or you want to keep it a secret?
Okay, you can tell this chat, but I want to keep it. I want to keep it quiet so that nobody knows what I'm doing. Because basically what I'm going to do on Monday is reply to Cooper and be like, yeah, you know what? Maybe I do need to do something bigger than I've ever done before. Something so unexpected. And I kind of like just leave it like that. So they'll be nervous about what I'm about to do. Or what we're about to do.
What we're about to do. And do you want to tell the chat what we're about to do?
So me and Disco had an idea that we're going to make a game. And it's going to be, I think we've not decided on anything yet, But I think it's going to be like a Tekken style game where we get all the people from the Lotus Eaters and the Gold Tier, and they can all fight each other Tekken style.
I guess it's not going to be the whole gold tier because not everybody submits video comments, but the ones that kind of regularly
Yeah, we'll have
show
like
their
the
faces
regular
and whatnot.
ones. Jonathan Crow, you're gonna definitely be in it. So yeah, we're gonna try and make a game, where we're gonna fight each other. But every member has like a different special skill. So like Carl's will be like mind power, and Callum will be like super defensive.
Yeah,
Harry will be
Megnomancer.
able to like Harry will give him like a metal guitar for his special move, and he can metal blast people. Josh will have like mind powers and stuff again.
Crow, if you want to help, probably the most useful thing you can do is try and find sound clips, like little
Yeah.
clips of the individual people from their video comments, like saying memorable things, like CS Cooper being like, cscooper.com.au. Like,
Oh,
that,
yes.
that,
We need to-
that would actually be useful. If you want to help in any way, like, going through that footage is going to probably be the most time-consuming part of it.
The Sargon mask needs to be the boss.
Yeah,
The Sargon head.
So I
Yeah,
think we've
so,
probably got the technical side down, because like you can do the kind of website side of things, and I can do
Yeah.
the game development side of things. But yeah, if you
I
want to
can help with media and stuff.
if you want to help, then sifting
But don't
through
tell
that
anyone.
content and keep
Don't
your
tell
mouth
anybody
shut
outside of this
about it.
stream. No. There's only 19 people in the world who know, all right? We know, we've got a list. We
We
know if you
probably
spread
don't
it.
need you to record any lines, Crow, because it's going to be in people's own voices wherever possible. But actually finding sound bites of people like saying things that will help us.
Trim's special skill is going to be running away. Yeah, Oil's special kill is going to be throwing money at people.
Trim's gonna be drawing, I guess, and then you could have what's her name, Sophie, come in, and like a lot of the male characters suddenly like lose defense or something.
Genius.
Because there's a lot of simping goes on for Sophie in the chat, I've noticed.
Yeah, Callum just curls down and gives up.
Woman.
All right, so this is what we're planning, but we're going to try and
You're not to tell
scare them about
everybody,
it.
chat. But yeah, if you just want to help, either in my Discord or in Monkey's Discord, like submitting clips of the sound bites, or just like small video clips that we can pull the sound from, of like the individual regular commenters that you would be able to tell pretty easily from the sound bite who that is. So like CS Cooper saying his website address is a really good example. Yeah. So
Trim's special skill should be subbing out for another ginger. But yeah, we're gonna have like Chad Dad is gonna have killing them with kindness. So he's gonna be like really, really sweet to people, and then it will lower their defense or something like this. But yeah,
he just compliments them.
Sounds
Like,
like a
he
lot
just
of fun.
comes in with a compliment, and they're like, "Oh."
Exactly. Yeah.
Got
And
me.
everyone's defense drops down.
Uh-oh, my camera's going fuzzy.
Yeah. Who else? Yeah,
Best
Harry will
explain.
just cringe people to death.
So yeah, like we'll decide on their special skills as we go, I guess. But like, yeah, that's probably the best way you can help, because going through that footage is gonna take fucking ages.
Yeah. Okay. I think the last thing we have to do is there was some community. I can't talk.
You
Here.
have community submissions. Yes, let's switch
Community
back
submissions.
to you.
Yes. You can
And
switch back to my screen.
let me actually move that over there. Move that over there so I can look at it on my main screen. There we go. All right. Show me the community
Okay, I need to
submissions.
You need to change windows.
That's the other thing, actually, Bleach is like, as always, I have no skills. One of the things that also might be useful is we're gonna need, like, do you know how Basic had today the cutouts of people's faces, like good cropped faces in Photoshop of the regular commenters and the hosts also might be really useful if you can get good stills of them. And I know that's something that Bleach can do because I've seen Bleach Photoshop things before. Earl says, how is the Ginger's skill not soul steal? If you're talking about Trim, I think he's only half Ginger. Monkey, what's going on? Is mine broken or is yours broken? Now I'm really worried. Can you hear me? Oh. Is my internet just conked out? Chat, is it me or Monkey? Everything crashed. Oh, okay. Oh, it's Monkey. It's just like, sometimes my internet freezes and I'm like, I'll be sitting in Discord for a few minutes after it freezes and wondering why nobody's responding to me. He looks so ominous. Well, hopefully he'll come back in a minute. Trim is a daywalker. Yeah, as Trim reminds us, he's only half Ginger, so he has half a soul. Monkey. Monkey, get your ass back in here. Let's put it back on the white pill for now. I can hear you, but Monkey seems to be frozen. Yeah, apparently Monkey's computer's crashed. That's what he gets for having a Mac. I can see him trying to rejoin. He can steal half a soul. Quarter Ginger on my father's side. Well, you can steal a quarter of a soul then. Monkey, are you dead? Mac cringe. Yeah, so what do you guys think of our game idea then? Could be fun. Gonna have it like a proper kind of fighting style game. If we can, we'll probably get multiplayer in there as well so that people could like fight with each other. If we can, probably get multiplayer. Oh god, I can hear me. Monkey.
You're back.
Hello. I can hear
Yeah,
me
for
again.
some reason, just everything crashed.
How could you? I thought it was me at first because I've had this before where Discord's like, it acts like I'm still in a call, but I'm not because my internet conked out, and I'm like, shit, tell me it didn't do that while I was streaming.
No, I tried to change to a different window, and then everything just froze. I was like, oh no.
Okay, you want to try again?
All right. Yeah. Okay. Can you see my screen?
Yeah.
Let me open the channel so I can give credit to people who sent it in.
No, Bleach, you cannot have any impact on what we make the game bosses. We will not.
No,
be
it's
right.
going to be the game boss is going to be Sargon and the Sardong.
We're only telling you guys as a sneak preview, like.
Yeah, and don't tell anyone. Our secret.
Yes.
All right. Okay. So Geodes sent me this. The former SpaceX scientist turned restaurateurs crafting fully automated mobile pizza maker. So I guess it's also like I was trying to read through this to see what the big deal was, because making a mobile pizza oven doesn't seem like something NASA engineers should be, or SpaceX engineers should be working on. It seems pretty easy, but I think it's also self-driving.
Okay, so it literally just cool. Like it just drives itself around making pizzas.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And it still takes 5 minutes to make a pizza. It doesn't seem like this is what our best minds should be doing.
I mean, if
I feel
that's
like
what he
I
wants
could
to be
build one of
doing.
these.
Well, build me one then.
An automated pizza maker? I'll build myself one.
Yeah,
That'd
build
be
me
awesome.
one.
Have pizza every single day.
Yeah. Call on that. Send me one.
I'll do it. I'll do it.
I'll tell you what, I'll help you make this game. If you send me an automated pizza maker.
And I'll
I
help
think
you make an automated pizza maker.
we'll
alright?
both play to our strengths,
put
you
some-
know?
Yeah, put some of my engineering skills to
Yeah.
good use.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So that's pretty cool. I mean, I don't know if it will work in practice, but we'll see. We've also got Supreme Court limits EPA's authority to set climate standards for power plants, which is probably a good thing. From what I understand, the EPA are pests.
Yes.
Yeah. This was also geodes as well.
Psycho Dad says disco in a few months. Where's my pizza maker, Ape?
Yeah.
I have
Yeah,
to
and
remind him because he forgets
God.
these things.
I should never have promised this. Yeah, you're gonna be asking me about this
Yeah,
for
I
the
am.
next 6 months.
Yeah. I'm gonna
Make the game
remember
first.
when you told me. No, is the automated pizza maker my reward for making the game?
Yeah,
I'll hold
exactly.
you to this.
This is gonna be your payment.
I'll hold you to this. You know I will.
I plan
And then you're like,
I plan
monkey
to buy
can't be
you out of the game.
trusted.
I plan to buy you out of the game by bribing you with a pizza maker, and then it's all mine, and then I can just
Like,
sell
this
it.
is my cringe. I'm like, okay. Okay, then.
So yeah, I guess it's good that the EPA has less power, because I don't think government institutions like this should have that kind of power.
Good.
Okay. We had Ardent Party just sent us compilations of funny animal videos. You're completely right. They just want animals. This
I mean,
is all they care about.
given the white pills that you bring us, I can imagine why they want
They just want cute animals. All right, here's some animal videos then.
Oh.
Ah, human, I see you are putting on your outdoor feet. May I accompany you? If you say no, I will scream.
Aww.
So what happens when you play with wasps, mice?
Aww.
And the hand to the Brussels sprout.
See, this is why the wasps need to go.
Oh.
They're attacking our cats.
So not happy.
He's not happy.
He's probably like,
Hear this audio with the last video of your pet.
Okay, and it's just repeating now.
Aw. I want them
I hate
all.
how these YouTube shorts
want
just
them
repeat
all.
themselves. You should move into the next one. All right, there's another one we were sent.
No.
Oh, I did this to my cat so often.
No. See, I've got Bengals. They actually don't mind water.
Yeah. What the hell?
That's amazing.
Oh, he made it on. He made it on. He didn't tip them all over. Oh.
Oh.
Look at them all like. Oh, no! Oh, okay. Yeah, no, Gary fucked it all up.
That's great.
That's stupid. Oh, Gary got off, and he's the one who caused all the commotion.
All right, we're definitely getting some feedback that we want good animal videos.
Yes,
I'll
I
take
think
that on board.
next week
For
you're
next
gonna
week.
have to look for more animal videos because this seems to be what the chat wants, and your
Yeah,
white pills are
I'm here
a little.
making fun of Biden and
Your white pills are a little grey. Not as much as I enjoy them, they're a little grey.
Yeah. So apparently somebody managed to hack one of the kiosks at McDonald's and install Doom.
The people
So you
put
can play
Doom on
Doom.
everything. People put Doom on everything. I did. Somebody once put Doom on a pregnancy test.
What?
Like one of the, the fancy ass pregnancy tests, like that.
Yeah.
I find it. Let me find it. Yeah. Fuck. Let's move that over there. Which screen am I? Sorry, not to steal your thunder here. Like, somebody actually put. Oops, that's your one. Oh, wrong window. Okay, let's try again. It's that one. For fuck's sake.
Okay.
Come back over here. Come back over here. Yeah, program it. Figured out how to play Doom on a pregnancy test.
What the fuck?
I have no idea. Like, it wouldn't have ever occurred to me to try and reprogram a pregnancy test, but here we go. Like,
how can you simplify Doom that much? Is it not like a kind of 3D environment?
I mean,
is there a 2D version of?
They managed.
A platform version of it?
Like, I think I showed you the Factorio one where the somebody basically made like a screen in Factorio out of belts. I think I.
Oh yeah, you told me, yeah.
Uh,
Some people have way too much time in their hands.
Yeah, like this guy actually did manage to do it. Like, I'm not gonna play.
This is Factorio.
His whole video, but yeah, like he actually managed to, and these are belts. Like he did this with actual genuine Factorio. So people like it's become a meme to just try and play Doom on more and more obscure things.
Well, that pregnancy test is definitely positive. You can say that.
oh, there's a video.
To be honest, if I met a guy that could do that, I would willingly get pregnant if I could.
Yeah, like
oh, there's a video.
Yeah, he's actually like.
Oh, it is 3D. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I was a girl and I met a guy that could do that, I would put his baby in me so fast.
Like, I just think this is really cool. Like,
that's quite funny, actually. How is he connecting to it?
I don't know.
Is it Bluetooth? It must be Bluetooth somehow.
I don't know. Like, I didn't look into the how. I just was just like, what?
I'm gonna have to nerd out over this later. I think my headphones are gonna die soon.
Pregnancy test.
I also need to go soon, so we need to fire through these last few. I think we have 3 or 4 more.
I can't believe you and your stupid headphones.
I know.
There you go. For later. All right, let's go back.
I'll nerd out on that later. Right.
Okay, let's go back to
so the next one are air fresheners that you might like for your car.
Sure.
So this was bleach demon, yeah.
Yeah, I can see the charm. I can see the charm.
It's kind of funny.
I'm not sure that I'd want to be seeing cat assholes and balls all the time in my car.
Ardent Party also submitted a weeb one with anime boobs, but we don't do weebery on this channel. So, I don't do weebery.
No weebs allowed.
So we're leaving that one out. Consider yourself warned for future.
Consider this a warning.
Yeah. No weebery. All right. Next one is Bleach Demon again. Sent my cat watching the fireworks while your bitch ass dog hides under the bed.
Yeah, can see that.
I can confirm this is true. Like when I was in Berlin, I had my cat. They loved watching the fireworks. Like they would be freaked out at first, but then like after they calmed down, they would just sit at the window and watch. Yeah.
Yep.
There you go.
Well,
Cats
they're
better than dogs.
what the hell is that?
So we have this one again from Geode. There's a lot of it's kind of a lefty meme. There's a lot of words.
Mm-hmm.
But English is hard. The bandage was wound around the wound. The farm was used to produce product. The farm was used to. Yeah, I can't even read
Yes,
the sentence
English is
properly.
hard, monkey.
The farm was used to produce produce.
Produce.
The
Look,
dump
we're
was so
Scottish,
full, it
okay?
had
Like,
to refuse
English is a
refuse.
second language. This
Hey,
is
I'm
not
Scottish,
Scot-
alright? I barely speak
That's
English.
just what I'm saying. This is not Scots English, right?
We polished Polish furniture. Yeah. We could lead if. Oh, God, I can't even read these. Do you want to do this?
Okay, we could lead if he would get the lead out. The man decided to desert his dessert in the desert. Since there is no time like the present, he thought it was time to present the present.
Yeah.
A bass was painted on the bass drum. When shot at, the dove dove into the bushes. I did not object to the object. The insurance for the invalid was invalid. There was a row among the oarsmen about how to row. They were too close to the door to close it.
Yeah. English is weird. The other famous one is what's it? Terrible and terrific have opposite meanings, but horrible and horrific have the same meaning. It's like, yeah, English doesn't really make any sense. I've heard that from a lot of people.
Oh, there was one that I needed to show in my player as well, so I need to show you that. And apparently there was another one that I didn't show, but I don't see it.
The last one was Ardent Party, and I don't think it's not like a meme or anything. It's just someone playing Seven Nation Army Delta Blues style. I'm not sure if we're allowed to play it. Can we? It's not.
It'd probably be
It doesn't
okay.
sound
If anything, we'll probably just get muted again. I'll probably just have to mute it if they tell me off.
I do like this kind of stuff. Like, I love watching people who are really talented at playing. Alright.
That sounds really good. Like,
I probably will. Yeah, I'm going to watch the rest of it later. If you want to watch it, go look it up. Yeah, I love watching people who are like really, really talented. Like, I love watching drummers. I love watching guitarists. Like,
yeah, I do enjoy that too,
too.
to be honest.
So do send them, but I'm not sure if we're going to be able to play them all.
Right, so there was... Did you leave? What happened?
My headphones died.
Okay, well I think there's only one thing I still need to show you, so it's okay if you echo a little bit during this.
Alright. I'm sorry if there's an echo, but...
That's okay. I just need to switch what I'm actually sharing to you. Applications. We need to share this. Let's put it over there, I guess. So yeah, this was something that was a submission from somebody in the thing, and yeah, it's really kind of funny. So it's just pilots and controllers having conversations that were recorded.
Okay. Hold on, I need to look at your screen.
Yes, I mean I guess the visuals aren't that as important as what's actually being said. So let me just. All right, you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Feel like an idiot, but maintain the visual with the boat there. You're still clear to land 3 spots.
Affirmative, Chief. I'll 4247.
Affirmative that I'm an idiot, or that you're going to maintain the visual?
No comment.
Yeah, my wife would have jumped on the first one.
Oh, you've got on camera, by the way.
You know?
I really don't know. It looks like a really big rat, but it might be something else.
That's a New York rat.
Well, that's for sure. First class meal. Just the 116. Making short approach runway 27, clear to land.
27, clear to land. Yeehaw, short approach, my fucking favorite.
That guy know he was talking on a radio. You're number 47 for departure.
Okay, we have a really ill passenger. We have to get him to London. Can we get priority taxi?
Nice, I'm gonna try that one later.
Wow, April Fool's Day.
Banana, Bonanza 296, Sensible Hotel, hold short 17 at Bravo, waiting up release.
Hold short of 17. You just call me a banana?
No sir, you did not hear that correctly.
I heard it.
Cafe 70 heading cross, straight left on Delta, contact ground point 8, keep that big body moving.
That's pretty fun.
So yeah, those were quite fun. I don't think there's much else really to show you.
No, I'm out.
I'm all out now. But to be fair, I think it's been 3 hours today, which is longer than we normally go.
Yeah, normally it's just would you usually do 2?
I did have this one actually, and this was the one that I wasn't entirely sure about because I was like, I'm not sure if it's a white pill. It's probably a white pill to somebody, but I see bleaches in the chat, and I think it's the kind of thing that bleach would probably find as a white pill. How do I share the screen? Share the screen. This one? No, this one. So yeah, this.
People are loving this. They're also loving the Delta Blues stuff as well.
Unfortunately, this doesn't mean very much to me.
World's junkiest Chevy Silverado tow rig has 500,000 miles and counting.
Yes. It's got
Wow.
more bullet holes than a stolen cop car and puts work in every single day. And I feel like this is maybe the kind of thing that Bleach would probably like. This is
It's still got a sold tap on it. Did
got
somebody
what?
recently buy this?
I don't know. But it was submitted as a white pill.
It's good that it still works.
Yeah. So, like, apparently this thing's been through hell and back, and it's still chugging along.
Nice.
What kind of car is it? I have absolutely no idea.
Chevy Silverado.
Oh, there we go.
3,500. 3,500.
So yeah, this was a white pill that was made.
All right. Turns out Chevy's pretty sturdy cars then. Trucks,
She is
sorry.
like, keep this 3 hour stream going. You'll have to submit more white pills next week if you want a longer stream.
More white pills.
So yeah, it's just hit 500,000 miles, and it's still going.
Star Strider, yes, we can read it. There might be a. Are you sure you're live?
Yeah,
Check
you're
the
sure
live
you're
button.
live. You might want to check your actually.
It doesn't
live.
matter because we're about to finish anyway. I need to go.
Yeah, 'cause the rest of the chat seems to be into.
Like, I can't do more than a 3 hour live stream. I don't know how you stream so much. Like I always get exhausted around like the 2 hour mark.
Oh, I'm
And
sorry,
I'm like,
Monkey.
I need to.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
We'll just have to make it a 2-parter if you get tired.
I hate wearing headphones. I listened back to last week's stream that we did, and I realized that everything I did was echoing. So I was like, oh, I need to wear headphones.
Yeah.
But yeah, even they can't last 3 hours.
Fair enough. But yeah, this was I think this is pretty much all of them now.
Disco doesn't pee.
Monkey came up with this, like, because what Monkey doesn't seem to understand is when I go to make tea or I go to get a drink, like, I quite often stop at the bathroom on the way, but don't mention it as a specific
We're
task.
always sitting around. The rest of us are always sitting around drinking beer, being like every 20 minutes, we're like, oh, I need to go pee. I'll be back soon. But you never. You only ever drink tea and never go pee. I don't believe it.
Well, I do, and this is what I was telling you. Like, I'll go to make tea, and then while the kettle's boiling or on the way back, I'll stop and I'll have a pee. But I don't just get up for a pee on its own.
Round night thinks that you have bottles under your desk and a
Bottles under
shiwi.
a shiwi,
Little
yeah.
shiwi and some
one
bottles.
One of them shiwis on the desk. I'm just like. what do you call that, urinal talk earlier. I'm like, I'm just having a wee now.
She just pauses her video for a second and then pretends like she's sitting very still.
Yeah. You're on to me, monkey. Or I just, when I go and get a drink, I just have a pee at the same time. She has a litter box under the desk.
A litter box.
Yeah, you would hear me scratching in it.
Imagine that.
No. Not actually a kitty cat. But yes, I think we are all out of white pills. So if you want longer streams and you want Monkey to be forced to sit here for longer on stream, you're going to have to find more white pills and submit them to us next week.
Some more white pills.
Either on
we'll go through them.
my Discord, which is in the description, or Monkey's Discord, which he should put in the chat.
Mm-hmm.
Which he should put in the chat.
Hold on, I'll do it now.
Crow says that we both went to the loo several times when we went out drinking. What were you really doing? Was peeing. Was peeing. Where's Spinning Kate? What Spinning Kate? What are you talking about, Bleach? What are you talking about, Bleach? I've been through the whole channel.
Friend did that while driving for DHL and got his winky stuck. Yeah, it turns out it inflates. Yeah.
What?
You're displacing air. It's
What? Wait, what?
Have you never heard this?
Right, I'm confused.
If you put your penis inside a bottle and then start peeing, because it tries to displace the air, it ends up just sticking your penis gets stuck inside it.
I mean, I don't have a penis, so that's not really a problem.
Well, we're gonna have to fix that. We'll buy you a shiwi, and you can try peeing in bottles like a man.
I did once
Remember
have
to
an
wash it
ex
afterward.
that peed in cans, and I didn't find out about this until after he left or was removed. And then he had this huge big fucking pile of Coke cans because he was constantly drinking Coca-Cola and couldn't be arsed to take any of it to the bin. And then when I was clear, I was in there with a fucking black bag, and I'm just putting cans in this black bag like a dirty fucking bastard. And then some of them weren't empty. He'd apparently...
Please tell me you didn't take a drink of one.
No,
and figure out
oh god, no. They'd been piled up on these fucking in big piles. I wasn't gonna be. At best, it would have been stale Coke, but it was piss. It stank of stale piss.
Yeah.
Because he had been apparently too goddamn lazy to get off his arse, walk the 10 steps to the bathroom, and have a piss in there.
Makes me have that, that
I
viral
really
video
hope at some point when he sticks his fucking dick in a can to have a pee that it slices him. I genuinely, I don't wish ill on many people.
Yeah.
But I had to clean that shit up.
It reminds me of that, remember that viral video of the kid that's playing Minecraft and the mum comes in and he shit himself and he's just sitting in his own shit and the mum is like, go to the bathroom right now.
Yeah.
That's gonna be on the list for next week. Next week, that's gonna be on the list.
I couldn't even fathom the fact that the loo was only about 10 steps away. He couldn't be bothered to go that far, and had peed in cans. And then, hadn't even moved them afterwards. He just added them to the pile.
Gross.
It's gross. Men are gross.
All right.
Men
Not
are
all men.
Boys are icky.
We are gross in different ways. We're not that gross.
Boys are icky. Yeah. No, it's not white.
All right, we need to start wrapping this up.
All right. Have a good night. Chat.
Thank you to everyone. I think we had 25 viewers at one point. That was pretty cool.
We went all the way up to about 30, which is
really
amazing. Yeah.
Yes. We're getting more popular. All right.
Yeah.
We'll keep going. We'll be back next week around 8 o'clock if Disco can have food in time.
Yes. I shall try. Every week I come over and I'm like, I just need to finish eating first. Crunch, crunch, crunch.
Yeah, everyone's happy for us. All right, gang.
Yes.
See you later.
See ya. Bye.
Salute.
I need to find Streamlabs.
Thank you.